Back in the building, it's your boy D Friend.
What's good, gangy? We back in the thing, in this thing. It's your boy B Neil.
Gonna make sure everything sounds good, look good, real quick before we get started. Got a bunch of topics to get into tonight, a
Yes,
bunch of
sir.
things to discuss, a bunch of things to discuss. Let me take a look. Why is it showing this picture? I don't want this picture to be showing.
Yes, sir.
I don't know why that picture's showing. Hold on real quick. We gotta change the thumbnail, but it's on. Let me tweet it out real quick. I don't know why this damn picture of Kamala and Trump is still on there, but we'll figure it out. Anyways, Bryce, get us started, man. You got good things. What you got going on in the week while I do all this behind the scenes shit real quick?
Damn, I had a good thing and I low key forgot about it. Um, I mean, things have been going fine, but I had a good thing, bro. I can't even think of it. It just slipped my mind, but life is good. Can't complain. I think it was dealing with the YouTube channel. Just been putting up more content. Literally had two videos. They both got blocked, so I gotta stay away from the NBA content because them niggas don't play about that shit. But I'm a I'm gonna get the Patreon going. And I'm gonna put the NBA videos on Patreon through Venmo and shit like that. So pay a little extra $12 a month for me to have a Patreon account, and I'm gonna put them on there. So I might do like a 2, 3 NBA videos still, but it's just gonna be straight Patreon, and it's gonna be free to nigga get the channel going. But at least there'll be content starting to get on there for the most part. But other than that, man, things been cooling, bro. Things been cooling.
That's good, man. All right, all the administrative shit is up. We up. We ready to go. We rolling. So, my good things got everything going good. Holidays are coming up. Life's feeling good. Life's going good. Spilling water. Got a lot of topics to get into tonight. When I be seeing topics in the group chat, I be like, did we already talk about this? I don't even remember. Like you said, Demar and Drake. I was like, did we talk about that last week? I don't even remember. But fuck it.
Burley.
We here today. So we got a lot of things. Like I said, we got Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. We got Grammy talk. We got Thug and Gunna. We got Meg fight. It's a bunch of shit. Trump appointments. There's a lot of things we gotta get into today. So where do you want to take this journey first, man? Where do you want to go first?
I like the music combos. I want to start there. Whether it's either the Grammys or what was the other one I liked? The top pop artist list. One of those. How you feeling?
We can do the Grammys first. We can do the Grammys first. Let me pull up the awards right now. The Grammys are coming. The Grammys are in February, a week before the Super Bowl. The nominations are here. What you want to go just the regular record, like the rap stuff? What you want to do?
I mean, what's interesting? What's interesting? We
Well,
can
let's
do.
go. Let's do the rap first. Then we can do the big major awards after that. Well, they ain't got the rap Grammys.
I feel like it's gonna be somewhat not necessarily the conversation gonna be boring, but some of the picks gonna be boring just off the strength of like what's been out the last year and what I feel like they're gonna pick from versus what I actually
Well,
enjoy.
this it's not gonna. It's not surprising though. We know it's gonna win. Like it's not even really a conversation, honestly. But we can get into it. Let me see. I want to see who has the. Somebody has to have all the rap shit, like Complex or something.
We don't
I'm
matter. I
lying.
don't give a fuck about us.
Somebody have all the rap categories. We got here the nominees. All right.
Here's your four categories: blacks.
All right. Here we go. We got best rap performance. We got Enough with Cardi B. All right. We got When the Sun Shines with Common and Pete Rock, featuring Pasta News, Nissan Altima, Dochi, Houdini, Eminem, Like That, Future Metro, Kendrick, Yeah, Glorilla, and Not Like Us with Kendrick. That is for the best rap performance.
The first two lost me. Last three was pretty decent. Obviously, Kendrick gonna win that.
Yeah, that's not even the question. But I ain't gonna lie. When I think of rap performance, like that was a good like rap song altogether. The beat, the melodies, the harmonies, whatever, like all that is good as a song. But I thought performance, if you're gonna do a Kendrick one, I think Euphoria probably should have been up there. If we're just talking about like just the ability to rap, and that's what I think about when I think rap performance. I would say that Euphoria would get the nod on that one, but they're not gonna not like it's gonna be in every category. We know that already.
Yeah, now I understand what you're saying with that because, like I said, I already, I have my gripes with how "Night Like Us" is a song. But yeah, when you put it in that conversation, then it makes me think of
Because we're like, what would be the
really none
difference
of those
from
songs should
best
be
rap
winning.
song and best rap performance? It's like what's the differentiator here?
Yeah,
So when I think of rap performance, I mean like you on the mic, you spitting. Who's rapping the best on these songs? And I feel like Euphoria is a better rap performance than Not Like Us is. It's kind of like with the song of the year and record of the year. It's like, okay, we got song of the year versus record of the year. What's the difference? I think song of the year is like the composition of the song, or like the lyrics or the songwriting.
How
And
good is the
record
song?
of the year is like the totality. You know,
How-
it's the beat, the melodies. There's
Okay,
like everything encompassing in record. So I feel like that should be
I guess.
the factor of like rap performance versus rap song. But he said Kendrick dope his mouth. Someone heard me give him a Grammy. You know, he's we come on, we know. So anyways, we got best rap song, Asteroids, Rap City featuring Hit Boy, Carnival, Kanye, Ty Dolla Sign, Rich the Kid, Playboy Cardi, Like That, Kendrick, Future, and Metro, Not Like Us, and Yeah Glow. Those are the nominees for best rap song, which we know it's the Grammys. Come on, we know where it's going.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing our awards and we're getting the list ready. I feel like I'll be able to have a better conversation with this topic as I start to do more research on the year. Just because, like, I don't know why. Like, those last three songs are great, but like you said, repetitive. Like, is that the like literally are those the
Is that
best
all we have
songs?
to pick? Is that all we have to pick from out of everything that came out this year? I don't think
Yeah,
so
I
either.
have to do more
I feel
research.
like Don Toliver should have got nominated for a song. Even 21 Savage, like I don't understand how like I wasn't a big 21 Savage fan of the album. Like, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't like the last one he dropped. But like Red Rum, I feel like that was a big song throughout the very beginning. And now obviously the Kendrick and Drake should kind of put a damper on people's music, you know, going in there. But like Red Rum, I looked on Spotify, it has like 600 billion, not 600 billion, 600 million streams. Like that was a big record, and that's nowhere even. I mean, like I can see that over Asteroid. I get it. They want to put in like the quote unquote real rap shit. So they're like, okay, who are the 3 to 4 real rappers that we got? Okay, you got the Rap City. That's the name they like to see. Obviously, Doechii got nominated in the last category. Throw her in there. They like to see those type of names. But I just don't see why, if you're gonna have all these like Carnival and shit like that, why wouldn't you have Red Rum by 21 Savage? That was a big song for this year. But you know, I'm not the Grammy board, so I don't understand why they did that. But then we got best rap album. We got Might Delete Later, J. Cole. The Auditorium Volume 1, Common and Pete Rock. Alligator Bites Never Healed, Doechii. The Death of Slim Shady, Eminem. And We Don't Trust You, Future, Metro Boomin. I think Future Metro should like hands down win that, but it's the Grammys, so you never really know where they might go. They might want to give it to Pete Rock and Common for who knows. They might want to solidify Doechii for TDE and be like, oh, here you go, Doechii. You could have a Grammy for Alligator Bites, or they might give it to the guy they always give it to, which is Eminem. So it's like I don't know where they go with that one, but deserving to me
Um,
is Future and Metro.
yeah, I mean, hands down, I think that. Then I say J Cole. Was Gunna in there?
Nope. Oh yeah, Gunna got snubbed. He could have been in one of them rap song Grammy categories.
Yeah, I was looking at that as well, but we had moved on. But yeah, I just this does make that Doechii. I listened to the album like once. Wasn't for me at all. I'm not gonna say I don't get the hype. I just probably had to listen to it a little more, maybe before I could say that. But it definitely feel industry planish when she's already getting that Grammy nod. When I just don't think that album was that much of a standout. Because if we're talking about how soon ago that album, well, 2 months ago the album came out. When did Big
It came out in
Explosion come out?
August. Came out in August.
So yeah, 2 months ago.
That's why I was talking about with Wardo on Spaces. I was like, I need to do a recollection of memory. When is it there been a time where the Grammys has nominated something for a category when it just recently came out?
Yeah, that's quick as fuck. It felt like that should have been at least on like next
Like I
year's.
said, I'm not saying it hasn't, but well, they can't do it for next year just because they cut off September. But it's like I'm trying to figure out when have they done one so close to that. But like I said, I
Mm,
re-listened to Doechii album. It's not bad. Like when you just looking at it for what it is, like sonically, she's good. She has good flows, good bars. She's doing that weird, kind of Kendrick esque thing where she's doing a bunch. Even like Tyler Creator kind of vibes, even Doja Cat inspired. But it's like it's not something I'm gonna go and just keep replaying. But I get why people like it. It does just feel like, hey, you're the it girl. We want to put you. Kendrick stamped you, says you're the hardest out, and he's a part of the Grammys. Obviously, we're not like us. So why not throw another TDE artist in here? And even when you see the non-classical producer Grammys, and you see for hip hop, Mustard got nominated over Metro, and Metro had 2 number 1 albums. big records as well. We're gonna give Mustard just because he did not like us. Like I like Mustard's album, but I know that's not a Grammy thing. They ain't like y'all nominated DJ Mustard, but then also nominated his album. Y'all just did that one song. Is that one song overshadow everything Metro did in the whole entire year? I mean, yeah, he had like that, but he also had type shit. He had Cinderella. He had a whole bunch of records that could be
Yeah,
nomination
I
worthy.
agree.
So it's like, okay, I put Mustard on there. Is that another Kendrick? Like, you just see the things kind of line up and the dominoes start to fall, and it looks a little bit like we want to
Let,
appease
let,
you
let me
in a
let me
way.
ask you this: Vultures. Did you think that's a better album?
I thought Vultures was good. I think I said that too. Like, I think Vultures could have been nominated. I was surprised they even nominated Kanye with all the stuff he had going on last year. But I wouldn't be mad if they would have nominated Vultures on there. I like Vultures more than I like Eminem's album. Like Eminem's album was like, all right, I'm good on that. Like I listened, I was like, okay, I'm cool.
Who else dropped that I
I
felt
think Vince
was?
Staples could have made it, but
Oh,
Vince Staples didn't have like a big enough mainstream. I get, but I mean, I guess neither do some other people that make the list sometimes. But even Schoolboy Q with Blue Lips and
yeah, I was gonna say Schoolboy. I obviously I think you would say Meek Mill too.
well, that
Heathenism.
Heathenism EP, I like that, but I know that wasn't like a grand. I could probably didn't even submit it for it because only like 4 songs, 5 songs. But
Gunna was probably the biggest snub. And if
yeah,
I say
Gunna,
if they gonna put Dolce shit up there, nigga, Big X. Oh, he said September though.
yeah, September's a cutoff.
Also, he didn't drop before September. I don't think.
Who Big X Plug would
Yeah,
take care? No, when did he drop? He just dropped recently, I think.
yeah, I don't think he made September.
I don't think so. That was a good album though, but yeah, he didn't make that cutoff. I don't think.
Yeah, I've listened to the album more and more. It's definitely really good. But yeah, I say Gunna the biggest snub, and I would definitely pick Bull Lips over Dolce album.
Yeah, he
But
dropped October 11th.
yeah, he just missed the cutoff. But it'll be interesting to see if he can be up for next year.
See, but
Something
even
about
like
them
with Gunna,
Grammys.
with Gunna with 101, right? So like, if there was a song to be nominated for Gunna, it would most likely be like 101, right? So that'd be this one, right? Okay, 101. What one we got? I know I put that, but even with that one, I'm talking about clearly like consumption. This one has 252 million streams. Like I said, 21 Savage got like 600 million, and Red Rum wasn't even over like Cardi B's enough. Like, why would I? I don't know. Maybe 21 didn't submit. Maybe there's that, but I don't know.
But yeah, yeah, man. Now, what else we got? What else we got? We got R&B, or is it any more
I mean,
rap?
there's R&B. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. I ain't been paying attention to new R&B shit, but we
Damn,
can get
nothing
into
stand
that.
out. Can we get? Let's just. I want to see some names. Maybe I gotta listen to it or something. You know what I mean?
R&B song. We got After Hours. Kaylani. We got Burning. Tim's. We got Here We Go. Coco Jones. Ruin Me. Money Long and Saturn. Okay, Saturn. I know that one. If I just off me knowing what I know, I would say Saturn should be the winner for that. But this is off what I've listened to.
Okay.
Traditional R&B, which maybe that's like old person R&B. I don't even know what that means. But Wet by Marsha Ambrose. Can I Have This Groove by Kenyon Dixon. No Lie, Layla Hathaway. Make Me Forget, Money Long, and That's You, Lucky Day. That's
Okay.
the
I know Lucky Day from Joe
yeah.
Budden.
And then there was there was also best like melodic. Let me see, best melodic.
Oh, they gotta have Gunna in there. Clear my rain. Can
No,
you clear my rain?
he's not in there. It's Spaghetti, Beyonce, Shabuzi, and Linda Martell. 3 a.m. Erica Badu, Rhapsody, Big Mama, Lotto, and Kehlani. The song's called Kehlani with Kehlani and Jordan Atunji, and then We Still Don't Trust You, Weekend Future, and Metro.
Well, shout out
That's
to
the melodic.
I
But like I
guess
said,
that's
I feel
what.
like that's why I said like I think for that like Lotto, Big Mama, that's maybe the most mainstream song. At least, well, not more. Kalani's probably the most mainstream song, but I still feel like you could put Don Toliver in this category with the song. I think it's called Hearthstone Psycho. Put that song in there. Could have put Gunna in there for pretty much any Gunna song, especially like 101. But clearly, there's some type of Gunna bias on the Grammys because I mean he got snubbed last year, so it's like clearly there's something going on with the Grammys in Gunna where he isn't able to break through that mold.
All right, knew about that. But yeah, you said that we was gonna get into some bigger categories, or what? Or did we already go over those?
No, we ain't going to those. You want to get into the big awards, the big awards of the night. Bryce, man, I don't even know what the fuck these songs are, but we got record of the year, which is Now and Then, the Beatles, Texas Hold'em by
They
Beyonce.
still make music.
Yeah, the Beatles. Yeah, I mean,
Play that
probably
shit.
they
Play
probably
that
drop like
shit.
they probably drop like a song
Man, play that
every
shit, man.
once in a
I didn't even
while.
know them niggas was still alive. Let me see what the Beatles got in
Like some of
2024.
them dead, some of them are dead.
Oh damn! Well,
They
R.I.P.
all not
You know them
alive,
niggas still. Them
but
niggas
the
still.
ones you need to be alive are alive.
Oh, the big ones. They still kicking.
Paul McCartney's still alive. That's all you
Okay.
need.
Let me see what the Beatles got. They got a beat drop in this bitch.
These were the biggest artists of all time. These fucking losers. No, but
They ain't got no beat drop. Let me. The beat don't pick up. It started off slow. It's depressing, is it?
it's just like it's whatever. Cool. Then we got Beyonce, Texas Hold'em.
They from Europe.
Yeah, they're from Europe.
That's some gloomy ass music.
Yeah, then you got Beyonce. So we know this. She's in her country art. That was a big record. Everybody's playing it when it came out. And you got Espresso. You got Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know if you heard that, but we can play a little bit of Espresso.
See, I got some Sabrina down on it. No, I don't got that one down.
She's like,
she got another hit too.
She got like two hits. She got a couple hits. But she's one of those people I always talk about where it's like, there's that white girl, or she come from Disney and then she blows up, and then a year and a half later, another white girl from Disney come and then she blows up, and then
them motherfuckers got a formula.
They recycle. They come through. Ariana Grande, Selena Gomez, Miley Cyrus. They go through.
You want to know? You want to know who died on the cross to get this all started? Miley Cyrus. No, my bad. Not Miley Cyrus. She actually blew up. What's the girl? Lizzie McGuire.
But she was never a singer though.
She wasn't a singer. It was one of them girls that was I could have sworn it was Lizzie. They didn't try to make her a singer, and it just didn't work.
I don't remember no singing. She might. I don't know. They might have tried some shit, but I don't remember Lizzie McGuire singing.
But yeah, I feel like if it wasn't her, it was somebody else. But after that, them niggas did not miss. I feel like they tried it with one of them girls, and then they hit with Molly. They hit with Ariana.
Even there was a girl like 2 years. Who was the girl like 2 years ago that was really big? What's her name? Oh, it was a white girl. I forgot her name. But she was another Disney person that blew up and went crazy. I forgot what her name was. But she was like winning all the Grammy. I gotta see. Okay. Grammy Best New Artist.
Yeah, they tried to have they had her singing in her shows and shit, but she just didn't have it.
Samara Joy won 2022. I don't know what that white girl's name was. Olivia Rodrigo, that was her name. She blew up a couple years ago. So yeah, they got their Disney, Nickelodeon. NJ says it was Lizzie. I don't remember Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, she got songs. She got a song with 56 million views.
She was singing in her little. They did a movie of her singing.
Yeah, I know I wasn't tripping, but her career didn't pop like Hannah Montana, what's the fucking Miley Cyrus or Ariana Grande. But she was like the first person that got had a career, but it just didn't go as crazy. And after that, they started taking off.
Technical. If you want to go back to the Mickey Mouse Club, they had Christina Aguilera, they had Britney Spears, they had Justin Timberlake. So there was
that's three bangers.
Yeah, that was a part of the Mickey Mouse Club back in the day. So they've been farming these, because you got to think how they get you. They get you as they get these people as kids. You grow up with them. You already got name recognition. Then they start making music, and they're making like teeny bop music or whatever. And you get a little bit older, and then they're trying to be older, and then they skyrocket.
And from what I'm just going into the imaginary world of how they live as kids, like I'm sure they got singing coaches, obviously the acting coaches, so they constantly developing their vocals as a young person, and they're getting songwriters. Like let's just be
real, for sure.
So yeah, that's That's a hell of a formula them niggas got over there. You gotta check them out. But hey, don't be sleep on that. That's on Raven cast, bro. Raven has some vocals. We want to talk about going back in the day. Corey used to rap.
Corey did used to rap.
And then we know Orlando, bro, he was multifaceted, talented.
Yeah, he just went off his rocker. That's the industry. Hollywood got him. Hollywood got the Orlando Brown, the drugs, maybe the molestations. I don't know what happened. Pray for the brother. That's all we gotta say. Pray for him. So, anyways,
he viral king right now. He talking.
Yeah, he
big
viral.
shit.
But like, what are we doing? What's he going? What are we doing? Are we enabling? Is he really sick, or is he just playing a role? What is he doing?
I think it's somewhere in the middle. And at the end of the day, he ain't on the streets. He ain't killing nobody. He making real goofy ass content. If you watch it, you watch it. But
I guess
salute to
so,
him.
all right, we got a couple more songs. So 360 by Charlie XCX. I've never heard this song, but let's listen. I'm good on that one. Salute to Charlie XCX though. Then we got Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. I'm gonna lie, this might be in my Spotify rap. I fuck with Billie Eilish now album. I fuck with Birds of a Feather. I fuck with Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar is nominated for one of the big awards with Not Like Us. Get that started. Let's go. Bryce about to get real mad. Look at Bryce Hope. His old
nigga, I've been looking the same way the whole time, bro.
Y'all see his whole
Stop it, bro. Stop it, bro.
This nigga got mad for real.
Stop it, bro. My face never changed, bro. My face been the same since we was talking about Sabrina Carpenter.
Y'all saw how happy he was talking about them Disney Channel stars. We started talking about Kendrick Lamar. He started frowning. Oh my
nigga,
god!
When Billie Eilish played,
get that hate out of your heart.
Nigga.
Get that hate out of your heart. Anyways, Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us. What's this song? Good Luck, Babe, by some lady named Chappelle Rowan. Let's see.
Different racist. He only played the white people music.
You said what?
He racist. He only played the white people music.
I played Not Like Us. What you talking about?
I'm talking about the R&B and shit.
Oh, the R&B. But I guess we didn't know in them songs either. That's
no,
true.
but we weren't thinking about it though. We started doing that. I'm just trolling.
So he tried to get me. The last song is Fortnite by Taylor Swift and Post Malone.
Flowers, I wanna kill her.
I ain't gonna lie, the snub of this, you probably don't know. That Post Malone Morgan Wallen song, I had some help. That should have been nominated. That's better than that Fortnite shit, but it's Taylor Swift. So they're gonna give Taylor the nomination, even though Post Malone's a part of that. But I feel like that was a big song. Shabuzi.
In that category too.
Shabuzi should have been nominated for that. What happened?
They ain't have no face in there. They got that Beatles shit in there.
He said no face over the Beatles shit. No Family Matters. Are you kidding? No Circadian Rhythm. Okay, we see the bias here, but
that Beatles shit was not like
the
for
Beatles
song of the year is crazy.
It's the Beatles, man. They're gonna get
still crazy.
They're gonna get a Beatles, but it is crazy when you think about it. Shabuzi, a bar song, wasn't nominated. He's nominated for Record of the Year, not Song of the Year. People say that's because a bar song is like an interpolation of something, so they wouldn't give them the songwriting award because he's, using a different song to make his song. But also the Tommy Richmond shit, the $1 Million Baby wasn't nominated. That was a big song this year.
That was a huge song.
They didn't get nominated for no awards, nothing at all. So there's that
like
one.
A parody song or something?
I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Where's the Teddy Swims didn't get nominated for anything this year. You ever heard of Teddy Swims?
No, but that $1 Million, that shit crazy because even if it was a parody song, like it wasn't more parody than the shit that beat Kendrick that one year. Like that shit's kind of insane. Like,
and he put himself in the rap categories too.
He's like the most melodic. Like, how you don't be in that one? That's kind of ridiculous.
But Teddy Swims is a big song this year. I don't know if it came out within the time, but
best to keep from feeling like a bad habit. Can't see the fall when you're not next to me.
Shit, that song better not. Them
I'm
songs you playing.
falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see?
Hey man, how we could have picked some better
I know that
shit.
song came out last year. Oh well, it could have. It says
But
from
after
September
September.
no, September to September. That song came out in June, so
Oh, okay, yeah.
I guess it wouldn't qualify. But that was a big song, even rolling into this year. Though that was still a big song. But yeah, and that's the Grammys. As far as rap goes, we already know Kendrick Lamar's going to sweep it. Hopefully, Future wins for best rap album. We know Kendrick's going to win for best rap songs. I don't think Kendrick's going to win any of the big awards. Like we love Kendrick and all that, but they're not going to bring Taylor, Sabrina, Beyonce, Billy.
All them niggas get 6 of them bitches.
Now, if he win all of it, if he sweep, Twitter going to go crazy. I said this. I said if Grammys wanted to have the most viral night and the most tweets, all that, then Kendrick Lamar wins the big awards.
Okay, that just sparked so many conversations. Do you think if he performed, they're like, all right, we give you 6 if you come perform? Or do just outside of that, because it's not like a control conversation, do you think he's going to perform?
I don't know. Because the Super Bowl's right after. So I think for
That's
him,
true.
it's like you probably want to save that anticipation for a performance for the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. It's like I don't want to perform here and then perform this massive stage. He could, it's possible,
Yeah.
but when they got so
That's
many other
true.
people, like, hey, maybe he's like, I don't want to perform, but let Doechii wants to perform. They might let, I don't know.
Yeah, if it was Drake, maybe he could do both because he got such an extensive catalog. But Kendrick, you gotta save him. You gotta save him.
We only got 10
you
records. You gotta save the records. Huh?
You want to shoot your love. Oh, haters
You gotta save the records. You ain't got that many records, brother. You gotta, it's gonna thin out there.
But just off the troll, you're right. Like just the anticipation, like him doing a speech, him going up there, that's gonna add to the anticipation of the Super Bowl. Him maybe doing an interview at the Grammys. That's just gonna add to the Super Bowl. That's gonna be like the following week or whatever. Or is it after or before?
It's after. It's a week after.
Oh, if it's after, he could definitely perform then. I thought it was before. If it's after, oh yeah, you gotta perform.
You're saying what? No, the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl is after. Okay, yeah. Okay, my bad. Yeah. Don't perform. But if the Grammys was after, oh yeah, you definitely perform. It's like you just showboat now. Fuck it.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna win at least for some of the rap categories, and he's not gonna win them big awards. I just don't think so. I don't see it happening. I won't be surprised, but I don't see it happening. Then we got album of the year. Andre 3000 got nominated for his flute album for album of the year.
That's just as bad as the Beatles shit.
Cowboy Carter by Beyonce got nominated. Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter. Brat by Charlie XCX. The Jesse Volume 4 by Jacob Collier got nominated. Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish. Chappelle Roan. The Rise and Fall of Midwest Princess. The Torture Poets Department by Taylor Swift. So pretty much people who all got Song of the Year nominations, all got Album of the Year nominations. So
that's somewhat reasonable, especially when you talk about people having singles and their singles end up becoming hits or whatever. But not that I know these albums and I can just personally speak on experience, but from the protest and all that, it seems like Beyonce is gonna win that one. I don't know if she necessarily deserves it, but just based on the album, I don't know how much, as a country album, how much that really stood out. Just being real, but other than that, what were you thinking? Sabrina, maybe?
Yeah, I'm thinking Sabrina, possibly. I don't think Taylor. I mean, it's like you never know the Grammy. It's like Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift, but
I like this one. This is like not that I'm gonna be watching, but I'm interested to see the Twitter combos and the Facebook conversations between the Caitlin Clark, Angela Reese spaces because they're about to clash again on Grammys night.
Because I don't know, I just don't like the Beyonce one. I feel like she set that one up to make it seem like it was going to be that one that'll get her that album of the year. Because you got to think about it too. She came Grammy night in the attire of what cowboy. She came in the cowgirl hat and the you know what I'm saying. She was already
last Grammys
gearing up. Last Grammy she had when Jay-Z was giving.
Because the album didn't drop yet.
Yeah, it didn't drop yet. She was about to start rolling it out, but she already had the fit on the rollout for it going. So it's like I feel like when they gave that speech, how is she the most nominated but no album of the year? It's kind of you set that up for when she dropped this next one, and then when she come this year, she gets that award. But I don't know if Cowboy Carter was enough. It got, it sold well, but that's Beyonce. It's like, okay, like it's not like a shocker that it sells whatever it sells. Just like, is it better than Sabrina Carpenter's album? I don't know. Is it better than Charlie XCX's album? I don't know. I can tell you what it's not better. It's not better than Billie Eilish's album. I can tell you that because I've actually listened to Cowboy Carter and Hit Me Hard and Soft. So I wouldn't say it's better than Billie Eilish's album. Now everybody else, Chappelle Roan, Taylor Swift, the Tortured Poets Department. I can't tell you. Andre 3000, I don't even know why Andre got nominated. Salute to the Flutes, but
It's so weird.
you could have put
Beyonce,
if you could at least put Metro and Future in there at least if you're gonna just throw an album in there just to be throwing shit in there. But
yeah, nah, for sure. But Beyonce is killing in the most Grammys won. She has 32. I put her at 33, which is
she got 11 nominations this year. See, the one thing I like about the Beyonce shit is
she has 11 nominations
because they always try to find places to throw her in. Like I told you, they threw her in the best rap melodic category. Like what the they threw her in the best pop category. They threw her in the best country. They threw her in every goddamn category.
So she could easily have over 33. But if she gets 33, that's some witchery right there.
Yeah, okay, I don't know nothing about that, but
No, I'm just saying.
You get into your Wardu numerology shit.
Nah, yeah, it's that. But bro, when you be seeing what she be doing with the cowboys, the cowboy, I mean not cowboys, horses and shit like that. Yeah, it's kind of funny. And then like Jay-Z's begging for the award. And then it's her 33rd award that she'll win. Somebody getting sacrificed. That's all I'm saying. Watch out for lunch. Somebody. Watch out, Jay-Z. Somebody.
They already sacrificed P. Diddy, man. They're fine.
Maybe that's who it is. Shit. I don't know. Somebody, though.
All right. Off the Grammys and on to some other discussions. So let's talk about the Young Thug tweet that broke the internet for a second. So Young Thug tweeted, and he pretty much said, Gunna, I don't fuck with you. We not friends. You don't know me. Essentially is what he said to Gunna. Which, when I saw that tweet, it was a tweet and delete. Then people said,
Say that one more time. I ended up reading NJ's tweet. You said what Thug say?
He said, Gunna, stop acting like we friends on the internet. I don't know you, my guy.
Really?
It's like, it was a tweet and then it was a delete real quick. On there, off there. Some people said he was hacked. I wouldn't say he was hacked. I'm going to go with the assumption he wasn't hacked. To me, that's corny. It's like, we're on about this. Is that really even snitching? Like, what are we doing? He took the plea deal. He said what he said. And it is what it is. Young Thug, you just got a blessing. Thank God that the prosecution was horrible and you got out of prison. You still got 15-year probation, 40-year sentence if you fuck up, right?
It's crazy.
But you all right, we good now. We out of there. And the only reason he out is because a guy who took a plea deal like Gunna got on the stand and read something he wasn't supposed to read. That's the only reason they really started giving out plea deals. So
yeah, but he should have been got some other one. They should have been dropped the case, but that's sidebar.
Yeah, that's sidebar because that ain't what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah.
But my thing with the whole Gunna thing is like, I'll just speak for me. I ain't been gave a fuck about the snitch shit. Or is he a snitch? He's not a snitch. Like I'm looking at that like he's admitting to the crimes he was a part of. That's snitching. Cool. Niggas take plea deals all the time with co-defendants. So is everybody? I don't know. For Young Thug, my thing is, you just gotta make music. Because if he don't make better music than Gunna, I don't care about all the other shit. Of he's more popular than Gunna, he's more influential, and I don't care about none of that shit. If you doing all that yapping and talking about Gunna, I would hope that when you dropping music, you're making better music. Because Gunna's 2 for 2 since he's been out of jail. And Thug tried to drop a week after that Gunna dropped, and that shit wasn't great. Now, I'd be easy on it because he was in prison, but it wasn't as good as Gunna shit. So
yeah, it was pretty mid. Yeah, I'm on the same page as you. I think it's pretty lame, especially after just his last post or one of the other recent posts of him saying like, let's make peace, let's bring everything together. I think that's what the energy should be, especially just considering you just got off this bid. You got Bro, you got 15 long years of probation, bro. Let's not start with social media yapping and
Yeah.
shit like that. And then even a step further, bro, let's just not start it in real life either. Like, leave that shit alone, bro. Y'all boys, come make a meeting. You, Gunna, Lil Baby, fucking throw Drake in there as a mediator. And nigga, y'all just all buy each other chains in the Corvette or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like, y'all fuck the same
But y'all
bitch.
ain't
I
gotta
don't
do
know.
that. If you really don't fuck with him, just release him from the label. Let him go do his
That,
thing,
but
and you do your thing. And fuck it. We won't fuck with each other. That's fine.
no, I respect that as men, as some things you just can't mend, but I don't think it was ever that serious. And what I'm going back into saying was corny is just off the strength of like y'all was cool, bro. Like y'all niggas had multiple songs together, bro. Like y'all niggas was synonymous with each other. Like we looked at y'all as like how Drake and Future was for a while. How like you know they gonna drop songs probably every year together type shit. Like,
Yeah.
2 or 3 songs are gonna be Drake and Future on there, whether it's a single or some shit on somebody's album. And one of them drop an album, Future or Drake gonna end up being on it. So that's how I feel with Gunna and Thug. So with that Thug shit, it's like, bro, let's just move on, bro. Like nigga, at the end, bro. Like reality. We was in the middle of the ocean and the boat was sinking. Nigga, we ain't had no cellular devices. We ain't had no way to connect to the outside world. Nigga, we was about to die and drown. By the grace of God, nigga, we when the storm cleared, nigga, we was right next to an island. Nigga, let's just take a deep breath and just be thankful that we could just have life, bro. Like, let's
Yeah.
move on, bro. Like, bro, y'all niggas, and still, you still have 15 years of probation if you thug. But you could have been in jail for the rest of your life, or at least 30 years.
100 years. They're trying to get us 100 years in prison.
Bro, you need to be the uncle or grandpa that's just fucking Buddha. Like, just be happy, nigga. Just be a smiling nigga. Peace is everything, nigga. Be a love ass nigga. Turning to Diddy how he was after he knew the shit.
Don't turn to the Diddy.
No, I'm talking about how he was saying love everything. He was like, it's love. It's love. He was trying to rebrand after everything
Yeah, but
started
then I was
coming out.
asking you, well, you got it, Daddy. You got it.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I'm talking about how he was just acting like super. Oh, I'm just this very peaceful, like nigga. Namaste, nigga. That's what you need to turn into, bro. Like a tea drinking, yoga ass nigga. Like learn from Chief Keef. Like this was the conversation that we just was talking about with Dirk. Like this nigga Chief Keef changed his life around, bro. Like doing paintballing, doing blogs, nigga, chilling, bro. Making music, chilling, bro. Like, bro, get off that beef shit, bro. Y'all niggas was literally just like literally almost had all of your niggas literally, bro. Let's be real. Most of the cases, nigga, you might have got off, but that means you snitched or somebody took the motherfucking the case and they said they did it, so now you gotta pay their family, take care of them. Nigga, all your niggas got off. Your brother, your cousins, your homies, nigga, everybody got off, bro. Get over it.
Yeah. His brother went to prison.
Okay, his brother did. So one person.
No, but he got the same deal Gunna got, but he violated while he was out.
But that's his fault.
Ass to prison.
That's his fault. He should have been fucking free. You had the chance to be free. And let's not make they made him an example. Don't be your brother. You know them niggas watching them tweets. You know, like, bro, just like, bro, move on. I feel like I'm older than these niggas or some shit, and I'm trying to speak gang to them, but bro, it's like common sense, bro. Like I couldn't, like, God saves you niggas. God, like as simple as plain, or some higher power saves you niggas, and y'all niggas playing with the devil or playing with fire now. It's stupid. Literally, is he out of jail yet?
Young Thug?
Yeah,
he out of jail that day.
That day, okay. So I mean, yeah, you. It's been 2 weeks, bro, and you already getting you're instigating shit. And the thing is, bro, like I'm like I said, I'm using my common sense, bro. Gunna not worried about y'all. Like, yeah, he talk about in his music what that nigga's allowed to. A lot of niggas came at him crazy.
And then he's doing better than all y'all right now musically.
Yeah, bro. And he the cool
like
guy.
Lil Baby had his run, right? Lil Baby was going crazy from like 2018, 19, 20, even a little bit 21. I wasn't too mad at the 2022 album. I ain't shit on like everybody else, but I get it. It wasn't the prime baby. But since Gunna, even before Gunna went in, you could argue DS4. Then I don't even remember the name of the album, but whatever album he dropped as soon as he got out, that was good. So DS4 is good. This one's good. And then now he 3 for 3 in the past what 2.5 years, you would say?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, y'all can do all that yapping, but for fans, we don't care about that street shit. We don't care about that.
Really good music.
Like, I don't care about none of that shit. I want motherfuckers to make good music, and that's it. And if you ain't making no good music, to me, you irrelevant. Now, maybe you be cool in Atlanta. You cool in the streets of Atlanta. That's fine. Whatever. All right, cool. You got it. But
and be irrelevant. It's cool to be irrelevant. You a millionaire, nigga. Go do some podcasts, nigga. Just go chill. Like niggas just want to, nigga, bro. You're so popular as Thug, bro. Cut on, go game, go do anything, bro. Niggas will just watch Thug be Thug, bro. It's a go get on a jet ski, nigga. Go do whatever. Like you don't have to be a successful rapper anymore. People just want to see Thug be free, bro.
I think what he realized is since he's been in jail, this is the one thing, not necessarily the one thing, because him making music could get him, but this is one of the one things that can get him the most attention because this is what everybody's been talking about since he's been locked up. Does he fuck with Gunna? He's never spoke about Gunna. Does he fuck with him? Da 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 da. And as soon as he gets out, he says pretty much what he says. And I think he knows it's gonna get a lot of attention, but it's just like, why do you want that attention? Like,
yeah,
why do you want
stupid?
that?
Because the opposite statement would get just as much as attention. Man, Gunna, bro, I know a lot of shit went wrong. I know a lot of people said something, and you ain't even got to say, I probably could have spoke up earlier, whether you want to say that or not. But you could be like, bro, let's come together. Let's get back to making music like I said before. And let's find a way to squash and mend these things over time, bro. People have been talking about that shit. People have been ready for, it's Gunna and Thug gonna make a song again. Like, then the next
that would have been their biggest fucking record if they would get on a song together.
Especially if they
now, maybe they playing games behind the scenes. I don't know. Maybe they playing games and shit. I don't know. But that been a big record. But my thing with that street shit is like, I saw his brother take the same exact plea deal, and the dudes that talk shit about Gunna was welcoming his brother with open arms. It's like they took the same plea deal. They both had to probably say YSL was a gang. They both, so it's like, so he's good. But he's not. It's stupid. We've been talking about that shit for 2.5 years. It's all that whole street shit is stupid. We've been talking about.
It's so stupid based on that. Based on Gunna never really had anything to do with y'all organization. From what I'm thinking. Based on Gunna never like threw y'all on the bus wearing a wire or anything like that. Like it's like from like we said. You said the brother took the same plea. Other niggas took the same plea. Thug had to take that same plea. Essentially, he pleaded guilty, pretty much. So whatever.
Well, he played no contest.
Oh, no contest, whatever. But that's technically a guilty plea, whatever. But essentially, bro, it's just the weirdest thing, especially when it's not that serious. And we've seen it's not that serious when you put a different person in there besides Gunna. And then the thing is, it's like, what? I just don't understand, like, who actually started that narrative? Was it Lil Baby? Was it social media? Was it some people from Thug Camp and they were speaking for Thug? But it just don't make sense because what did Gunna do that was so crazy that fuck with what Thug?
Yeah, like he was up there like Tekashi 6ix9ine, like really breaking shit down. Like, hey, yeah, I was in the car with Thug. We was in the studio. One guy killed somebody. He ran the studio with blood on his shirt. He said, hey, I just killed blah blah blah. And Thug said, good. Gave him $10,000. Then he left and he lay low for 3 weeks. And like it was that, like he was like doing like that. Because, like I said, most people don't read shit. Most people ain't really looking into shit. The drug case that Gunna pled to or whatever, when you actually read that when it happened, because you see the indictments when these things happen that put them in these situations, they got pulled over because the tent was too dark. Young Thug and another guy got arrested for the drugs and guns. The police didn't even think that Gunna was guilty because they didn't arrest him. They let him go. They said, you were driving, your tent was just dark. These guys, the drugs and the guns were on their side of the car. So they took them, I think also maybe because Thug was already a felon or whatever fuck. They took them 2 guys, and then they told Gunna he can go. So they didn't even think he was guilty for whatever the fuck they had going on. So it's like, it's stupid.
And that makes sense. If they find guns in there and you already a convict and you ain't got no offenses as Gunna and he a celebrity, like it's gonna be different. I can see that. But only the case and scenario that I can think of is like that they felt like Gunna was going to testify, but I don't know what that was to testify for. He wasn't involved in anything, so that's the weirdest shit. That's the weirdest shit. I just can't understand about it, and I ponder it, but it doesn't make sense because it seems like social media shit. But then you see Thug and his people that's close to him having that same energy, and it just doesn't make
What
sense.
I just realized this, there's a reason. There's a reason I never went through with becoming a gangster disciple. There's a reason I didn't become a GD, Bryce, because God was telling me this ain't for you. This lifestyle, you don't even know what you're getting. You're just scratching the surface. Like y'all lost me when y'all was telling me that I had to stand up. And maybe this is just some Texas GD shit in their little playbook that I was reading. That I had to hold the star above my head and get beat up for 74 seconds. Maybe that was just me realizing what I'm getting myself into just don't make too much
You
sense.
say you gotta do what?
You gotta throw up the, whatever the
No,
sign
I know,
is.
I know. I'm joking. I'm just, but
Oh,
in
okay.
your head, you like,
It's
I
like
gotta
I
do
gotta throw
what?
this up and then I gotta get beat up. Nah, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. Even like
Yeah,
people say
that's
get blessed
wild.
in. If you want to get blessed in, you gotta get punched in the chest like 7. I'm good on that, brother. Y'all got it. This isn't something I want to be initiated into. I'm good. Same reason we get to college. I don't want to be a. It sounds good for networking and marketing, being a Kappa, Alpha, whatever. But then when you see the movies, I ain't trying to get paddleboarded, wiped on my ass, or whatever
I ain't trying to
humiliation.
shave my head.
I'm good on that. I'm good. That's why I'm not a gang member because it doesn't make sense to me. And I understood that when I was a young kid in 8th and 9th grade. I realized that it wasn't for me.
So do you just to give like I guess a conservative like take on it or question? How do you feel about a guy like the? Do you start to look at them as just like this dumb rapper that made it?
Kind of, yeah, essentially. Like when I see him interview with Gillian Wallow, he sounds smart. He sounds, I was like,
Man, that's usually
intellectual.
how I think they are.
Like he gets like he's having growth. But when I see stuff like this, it's either like you're just leaning into the clout chasing shit, or you just can't control yourself and you went back to your old ways where it's like you're not even thinking. Because like obviously he got praise from some people. I saw ASAP Ferg the interview with the Breakfast Club, and he was saying that he got love for Thug. He knew Thug. He met Gunna through Thug, and I started to develop love for Gunna. And he was like, "I'm on whatever Thug on." It's like, I mean, I get it. You're friends with Thug. You're not friends. You getting friends with Gunna, but you met him through him. But it's like y'all grown as like y'all a millionaire. Like what the fuck are we talking about?
That's essentially why I asked that question, bro.
And look at
Millionaire,
Belfort, right?
super
Jordan
successful.
Belfort took millions of dollars from people and snitched. And there's obviously some people in the business world that don't like him, but he can still go on all these business podcasts and people still listen to him. They want to know about him. There's plenty of tattletale white business guys that still are embraced by other people in the business world because they could get something from them. Some of
I
you
want.
guys, I listen to ASAP Ferg album. Donald, it was cool. I guess ASAP Ferg album was cool. But some of y'all might benefit from doing music with Gunna. So it's like,
Yeah, I guess it's a reverting thing because I was gonna go into that same kind of question I asked earlier. It's like, you can't take them, you can take them out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of them. And it's like, why these niggas ain't going to wine tasting? Go eat some cheese or shit like that. Like, why are y'all not doing extravagant shit on a daily basis? Like, just chilling, bro. Like, and then it go back to like you said. Like, sometimes I think they just revert back to that behavior because I remember Ack was doing a reaction to Lil Baby showing one of his houses or something like that he stayed in. And Lil Baby was just like giving like good examples and like good descriptions on like like different things in the house, the feng shui and different things that he got. And he seemed like a guy that had some taste. It seemed like a guy that liked the finer things in life. It don't seem like a guy that's just like, yeah, I'm a rich nigga, but all my niggas in the trap, I got 30 niggas that live here. It was like, nah, this is my family come eat that. Shit
it's just
like
I don't understand why they do that either. Because even when you see Lil Baby, like I'll be watching Icebox videos. I used to watch Icebox videos, the jewelry store. He goes and speaks with them. It's like a different, it's more relaxed, it's comfortable, it's whatever. Then when he leaves and he goes around his people, it's a different. But it's like code switching. We see code switching all the time.
Yeah.
We knew people when we was in high school that would code switch when they go over to Blake's house, and then when they get to school, it's like a different person. Like this is what people do. But like Like you said,
But as a
I
millionaire to
didn't
do
grow
that is crazy.
I didn't grow up in the hood, so obviously I don't know what it's like to be brought up in that environment and then just get millions of dollars. Even like when you see like a guy like Kodak who's peeled out of his brain, he looks like he's going down a very, very, very bad path, which either prison or death or hopefully rehabilitation and growth. But who knows
See,
what he's gonna get? They just
that's a good
fall into that type of
example.
stuff. They fall into
That's a
that.
good example. I just think Kodak's different because I've always looked at Kodak as a guy that had mental like problems. Like I never looked at him as the guy that was out there. And there's always celebrities like for instance, Oh Dirty Bastard. You always knew he just ticked a little different, and he
Yeah.
was successful, he was creative. Like even X said, he was like, I've seen him worse than this, and the nigga in that same time he dropped Super Gremlin. So that's just who I think Kodak is. And yes, I still think he's living on borrowed time. But Young Thug, he seems somewhat smart, intelligent to be able to be this successful for 10, 12 years. Yeah, you the gang dude, but you act gay, you troll society, you do a lot of shit. You wear pink nails, like you do shit to be relevant, you do shit to come off a certain type of way all the time. And I get like being a gangster is a part of it, but it just seemed like he has a little more education and thought process going on about him. But another thing that comes to mind is these dudes maybe are just good actors, and this is just the part of their character as a rapper. Like that's what it comes off as. And I can say the same about gang members and shit. Those same gang members are acting like gang members because when they're around their mama and their daddy or they kids and shit, whole different tone. When they're around their girlfriend, them niggas is simps, like completely different energy. But when they're around their niggas, it's like, oh, I gotta act tough. Or when they're around a nigga that they see as enemy territory, they gotta act a certain type of way. Versus vice versa. Say it's 30 niggas that's on the other side, you by yourself. Nigga be acting submissive as hell. Nigga just forget how to be a gang member all of a sudden. Like niggas know how to act and know how to cut it on. Like we said, like nigga going to an interview. For the most part, them niggas know how to cut that shit on and act different. Unless you start to piss them off and then that shit will come back out. But for the most part, I think a lot of the time that shit do be an act. And let's be real too. Sometimes it is some PTSD if you really do be in them streets like that, fighting, been to jail, killing niggas, being shot at. Some of that shit do be PTSD and reactionary behavior. I will say that too. But for a guy like Young Thug, it feels like more of an act than just PTSD.
Yeah. Jen Lynn says, yeah, but Kodak situation is but Kodak is a scary situation. I mean, he's crossing that stream, throwing a pill up, popping it, eating it. He's already had that history of doing drugs and getting caught. Because, I mean, he got arrested a couple years ago for having a bunch of drugs. They was trying to say he was trying to distribute. He said they was for use. It's like, you had this many for use? Like, it is scary. It will be sad if something happens, but it's getting to a point where it's one of those, like, it might be expected type situation. You don't want nobody to go through that. Like I said, you want the rehabilitation and you want the new life, but it's feeling like maybe he can't break whatever trauma he went through when he was younger. It's just maybe the money just amplifies the lifestyle. I don't know. It could be a bunch of different things.
I think it's the trauma. I think he's always ticked different. And I also think these niggas are modern day rock stars. I think these guys are modern day rock stars. I think somebody was saying they look like Drake is in his pill era because how he was at somebody's concert and how he kind of had like a weird reaction with his hand. They feel like he was on something.
No, that wasn't a weird reaction. Drake been doing sassy gay shit.
No. It was like a drunk kind of like it was like it wasn't like one of these things. Like
no, he was like he hit the microphone. He was like, "Hey y'all," or whatever, some gay shit he was doing.
It kind of felt like an involuntary reaction. Is what I seen.
It looked like a voluntary gay reaction. That's what it looked like.
If that's new to me, and I'm not gonna argue that because he does do that all the time. But that when people said the pill era shit, they was referring to that video because I seen what they seen. It seemed like an involuntary twitch of the hand where you could do that when you drunk. You could do that when you like nervous too. Like sometimes that's the thing too. I think Drake is very introverted. I don't really want to get into that. And I think he does a lot of introverted shit trying to be extrovert. I mean, he does a lot trying to extrovert shit, even though he's an introvert, so it come off awkward all the time. And I low-key can relate from time to time. But with that shit, sometimes you can feel awkward. Obviously, he's as huge as he is, but yeah, who knows? It definitely looked weird. But just going. The reason I brought it up though, niggas in that rock star era. A lot of niggas these rappers live like rock stars. They sip lean. They do drugs. back then the rock star used to do coke, heroin, and shit like that, and that's a part of that superstar lifestyle. Fuck a lot of bitches, and they do a lot of drugs, and it just is what it is. Or if they're not doing drugs, they drink a lot of alcohol. It's even look at Post Malone for a good period of time. I talk about Chris Brown all the time. Yeah, bro, that's just their lifestyle. These niggas are rock stars. They flying everywhere all the time, bro. They always going out to these club scenes and shit. The influence is always there. There's always people there to give them drugs for free. Literally, people just want to get in their face. Hey, here's some drugs. I love you.
Speaking of Chris Brown, you seen that video of his manager?
No, what happened?
She said when they was younger, when they was coming up, parents used to just drop their daughters off at their hotel rooms, hoping that they could like become Chris Brown's girlfriend. I'm like, bro, parents are fucking. Bro, if you're a parent, you drop your kid off. I don't give, like, even if Chris Brown's a kid, like he's 15, drop your kid off as a like sacrificial, like, please take my daughter as your girlfriend to make me famous and rich. It's like, I can see if you could do like, it's different when it's like, let's say Chris Brown and Rihanna are 15, 16, like, hey, we're gonna put y'all together on some power couple shit, like make money, whatever. But it's like, hey, my daughter goes to Abilene High School, and I'm just gonna, hey, Chris Brown's at this hotel. Here's my daughter for fucking sacrificial purposes. Please date her. Please take her with you. It's like these parents should be going to prison. Same thing.
I agree. But it's also, bro, it's human nature. That's been going on for a long time. Where if there's a guy in a rich family or something like that, parents will be throwing them at that family, whether it's at the ball or whatever. They're gonna constantly keep trying to get them inside of those different rooms and stuff like that. So it's something that's always happened when you think about it. It's kind of crazy that it still goes on, but
yeah.
It just speaks to how people they'll sell their kids out.
Parents need to be in jail. Yep.
The chance of wealth and lifelong like success is more important than maybe what you'll put your kids through. That's how a lot of parents end up moving if they feel like there's.
Yeah, that's why a lot of parents give their kids up to R. Kelly's and Diddy.
Oh, most definitely, bro. Like we talk about it too, and it's either that or it's that when parents live through their kids. So it's like, I want them to be successful. I want them to have this rich lifestyle because I want to be rich.
Yeah.
So they put their kids in all type of crazy scenarios and stuff like that, or push their kids beyond maybe limits that probably a normal person wouldn't do. Sometimes it works out and then you make a Michael Jackson or a fucking Jordan or Jalen Brunson comes to mind recently because his parents used to push the fuck out of him. But other times you get these fucking sadistic, crazy kids.
Yeah.
It's fucked up in the head.
And they say, I ain't tell nobody I was going to lie. Motherfucker, I tweeted it out. I said, we live. Tweet it out. We here. But yeah, man. What else we got? What else on the docket, man? What else we got on the docket?
Man, we got some important topics. We still got some fun topics. So we ain't talking about the top pop artist list, huh?
I ain't see the top pop artist list. Let me see. Top pop artists. They ain't finished it though, right? They still got more artists to go?
Maybe.
Who's doing that? Is it Billboard? Who's doing that?
Shit, I thought it was I just seen it come out. I didn't really look at the list. I want to say the conversation. But
it's Billboard. Okay, Billboard's top 25 greatest pop artists of all time. That's what it is.
Okay.
But they only got some before, I think. No, they've been doing like slowly. They've been doing like once a week or some shit they've been doing.
Okay, they did that last year too, huh?
Where is this at? I don't know. I can't find it. The greatest pop star. I just want to see the list that y'all got like so far.
I seen it on Twitter and it's just I put it in the notes, but I didn't think it was gonna be hard to find.
Yeah, I just need to see up to date. Who is the top? At least like right now. Who are the top? And this is the 21st century. This is all time.
I don't know because I was gonna say decade. Because then they just say Drake was the artist of the decade, or the top 5 artists of the decade or some shit. I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. It ain't pulling up. It's like they got Jay-Z at number 16.
That's not right. This person said Machine Gun. He said Billboard just released their top 10 artists. He said Machine Gun Kelly won, Jason Mars, like uh, Kid Rock at 5, 50 Cent at 6. Like, all right, nigga, you're trolling.
No, they got Jay-Z. I wish they just put it in order what they did so far. They got Jay-Z at 16 though. But they're doing like one by one. They're not doing them like. They got Lady Gaga at 5. They got Britney Spears at 6. They got Kanye at 7. Justin Bieber at 8. Ariana Grande at 9. Adele at 10. Oh, this is of the century, the 21st century. Usher at 11. So Billboard says Drake is better than Usher, Adele, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, Kanye West, Lady Gaga. Who else?
Are they wrong?
Britney Spears. Drake's number
wrong?
4. Of the 20, what is the 21st century? That's from 1990. Is that from 2000? That's from the 2000s. The 21st century is the 2000s, right?
I'm looking, bro. I don't know. I don't want to lie to you.
I think it is. Yeah, 21st century is from 2001 to 2100. So if Drake's number 4, we really okay. Beyonce is going to be on the list. Obviously, Beyonce is going to be there. Okay, maybe Beyonce, Rihanna, and
Who the fuck bigger than Drake
Bruno Mars.
since 2001?
Bruno?
Hell no.
What do you mean? Hell no, Bruno. What do you mean?
Not bigger than Drake.
Bruno Mars?
He's not bigger than Drake.
Are you crazy?
No, I'm not. I'm fucking very
Crazy.
sane. This nigga said Bruno Mars is bigger than Drake.
Bruno Mars got 8 number ones, 10 top 10, 20 top 10. What are you talking about?
Drake run laps around that nigga. What's that nigga?
But you got to think about this. You got to think about the metric. Bruno Mars has only dropped 34 songs,
Who fault is that?
and he has 20 top 10s and 8 number ones. Drake has like
Yeah.
180 songs. So if you were just to metric that out, if Bruno dropped 180, just if we're gonna keep the proportions correct, Bruno would have like 30 number 1 records.
Assuming that nigga could keep extrapolating that rate.
Size he's got, and also his number 1s are bigger than Drake's number 1s. Like, let's just be honest.
I mean,
they're
I'm not here to argue Drake number 1s, but I'm more just saying if a guy is sitting on, let's just say if Drake was to sit in his career and he was like, I'm only gonna create 50 songs with my greatness instead of 180. I'm sure his numbers could look like that too if he just.
Well, he didn't do that, so that's his fault.
Because that's not his. That wasn't his goal. Nobody. Bruno Mars is that's a select case. I just think when you talk about century, that's from 2001 to 2024. Like 34 songs is not gonna get that done.
I mean, Adele's on there. How many songs Adele got? She got hella songs. She dropped what, 3 albums?
Yeah, I just don't think she's bigger.
Well, I mean, like I said, the only people I see.
Because it's like we're talking about 2001 to 2024. That means you need to find me an artist like Wayne, Kanye. I need somebody that's been going for a long time.
Shakira, they got Shakira at 17.
See, but she didn't. It's like she was early 2000s. But what about late 2000s? Like, because the century, we talking about whatever the century we got right now. I need people that lasted at least a decade. Because it's what a century. 24 years essentially, 23 years. I need somebody to go. I'm sorry, a century. Karen laughing at me. That's not a century. It's artists of the century, and we only have 23 years in this century so far. But yeah, I need somebody that's going.
Bruno been popping since he was in high school. What you talking about?
Yeah, but I don't think. Bruno had a great start. He had high patches in between, but to say he ran 5 years straight, 6 years straight, no, he had great years.
But he don't drop. But like his music lasts, so he don't drop albums every year. So it's like when he was dropping albums, whatever the jukebox album, that shit lasted for like 4 years.
I like Chris Brown.
The shit with him and Anderson .Paak, that lasted however long that lasted.
Chris Brown have a better case than Bruno.
I don't know, man. He not on the list.
Yeah, I know it's stupid. I'm just saying because he could be top 10, but I still have Wayne over him. I still have Kanye over him. I put 50 Cent over him. I put obviously Usher over him. Well, yeah, because
For the
I think
2000s?
yeah, for 23 years, you think in these 23 years, Bruno Mars was more impactful than Usher.
When did Confessions come out? That was 2001?
I feel like everything was in 2000. I could be wrong though.
If Confessions and all that shit came out in 2000, yeah, I give it to you. You got it.
Yeah, Bruno could be top 10. I get the impact, especially when you talk about 2010 and later.
Bruno just broke a Spotify record this week. 130 million monthly listeners.
I respect it. Them, I don't even know what
130 million.
those. When I hear those, I don't even know what it's supposed to mean. When they be doing any of them, Drake, Kendrick, anybody, when they do those Spotify, like first ever to do this, I don't know what that means. It seems like somebody's always breaking a Spotify record.
Now he don't know what it means. I don't have. There's nobody.
Like, are they breaking a personal record or are they breaking somebody else's record?
No, that's the record. The Weeknd had the record, and then he broke that record.
And that was the record for it. Say it one more time.
The Weeknd had the record at 120.
What was the record for? A week, a month? What was it?
In general, all time.
All time streams.
The most it's ever had in a month is 130.
In a month. That's what I was asking. I didn't know what was the time span.
Yeah.
Okay. And did he didn't drop anything recently or nothing?
He got a song out right now with Lady Gaga that's going crazy.
I don't trust Spotify.
Why you don't trust Spotify?
That nigga got it off one song?
I mean, that's the most. He don't have it off one song. He got song. I'm sure people staying keep the door open and
streaming, and then you add
that. Streaming all that shit. Okay.
But I'm just thinking.
Oh my bad, I forgot. Okay, the top three is this. Top three is Taylor Swift, Rihanna, Beyonce. They haven't been named yet, so obviously it's gonna be them three.
Yeah, that's strange over Drake. Rihanna shouldn't be over Drake.
Rihanna shouldn't be over. Rihanna gave him his first number one.
Over the century? Nah, how many albums she got? 3?
No.
I could be wrong. I'm just asking.
No, you are wrong. You're definitely wrong.
Beyonce is the best.
Rihanna got 14 number ones, 32 top 10s.
How many Drake got? I don't know.
He has 12 number ones. And he has, I don't know how many top 10s.
Like 200.
But like I always say, Drake's number ones aren't like great number ones. They're like cheeky shit.
When Rihanna did the verses, her number ones ain't that great. That was
her number ones. We won. What are you talking about? We won.
I thought when Rihanna won to Beyonce, I lost.
Oh, you have. Oh, that's good. Okay, okay. In context, who's picking? That's why.
Oh, fuck you, bitch.
That's why. If it was me, I would have won.
I don't know. I think they really shitting on Rihanna just in the group chat. I mean, in general.
Yeah, but Rihanna being above Drake, that's not like surprising with everything that comes with her.
How many albums?
How many albums does Rihanna have?
What Rihanna started in 2006?
Upon the replay, boy, she has what?
2012? What was her run?
2005, man.
2005 to what?
The last album she dropped. What's the last time she dropped? 2016.
A long time ago. Okay, 2016. And it's 4 albums?
She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
7 albums.
I ain't mad at that. That's a 10-year span. I still think Drake should be higher than that. Drake got like 12, 13 albums, all the different songs and features, 15-year run. I think Drake will edge it out, but I'm not mad. I didn't know she had that many albums. In 10 years, because you said 2005 to 2016, I'm not mad at that. I ain't mad at that. But Beyonce, hands down, could easily be artist of the century. Well, she's been going from 2000? Like, she's been going forever. 2001 is the earliest we can cap it, but she was making music before that, if I'm not mistaken. But only thing with her,
obviously, then Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor should be under all of them to me, but whatever.
She should be under them. You're crazy.
Yeah, but I would give Beyonce her praise just because.
Hold on, she's been under who? Under Rihanna and Beyonce.
Drake and Beyonce.
All right, I'm about to cut the stream. If we ain't gonna be objective, we gotta cut the stream out, dog. A chick who every time she drop an album, she sell 1 million first week. We gotta cut the stream.
I respect it. I respect that she can sell it. She clearly got the white people in lock. But Katy Perry got better songs. What are we talking about? Katy Perry got a bigger hit. I'm being funny. I just don't feel.
You're being real funny. Real
What
funny.
about Adele?
I think Adele sings better than her.
That's what I'm just saying. Like, what about fucking Ed Sheeran? I know it's a male.
I think Ed Sheeran has better songs, but
that's what I'm saying. Like,
when you put everything, being a pop star, you put everything.
No, I get it. And what's the argument? What's this list in? What's the name of the list?
Top pop artists of the century.
So I get it. If you want to put the brand and all that into it, then yeah, obviously. I'm going off music. So that's why I say I'm biased. Or unsubjective, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But when you talk about music, I think Katy Perry music falls hella short. I mean, not Katy Perry. I can't even think of her name no more. Taylor Swift. I think her catalog just falls short. Like, I guess she's huge, but for a person to be that huge, I don't hear her music all the time. For people to want to make the argument she's Michael Jackson big, but when Michael Jackson dropped, everybody knew that nigga music. White, black, Asian, granny, cousin. When Taylor dropped, like, only people that know her music is her demographic. Like, white people. Like, her shit. And I'm sorry, but when Adele dropped it, her shit was fire. Nigga had all black male football locker room singing her shit. Like, like Ed Sheeran, he got some shit. Like, obviously Post Malone is in a whole different category, but we know Post Malone shit. Like, I know a lot of black people know this Morgan Wallen dude. Like, but Taylor Swift, I just feel like her shit falls short. I'm sorry. I get the brand though, for sure.
Shake It Off? You don't know Shake It Off?
That shit's fucking. Did Disney write that?
Did Disney write that? Lord.
That seemed like one of those.
Shake It Off. Shake It Off.
Disney was like, yeah, we don't want to give this to Sabrina, so you can take this.
Shout out T Swift, man. Bryce Hayden. Shout out T Swift.
I respect the brand and top 10 possibly for sure. But when you talk about, honestly, if you want to have a conversation, I'll have Kanye's bigger for sure.
Well, hold on. When you say bigger, what do you mean?
I'm talking about take the catalog as the biggest. Because we're talking about pop artists. Music got to be the number one thing. Brand's supposed to be like 10%, 15%.
Her music, she got 12 number ones.
Who knows them?
Millions of people know them.
Yeah.
You in rap culture,
her number ones in the party.
Know them.
Play them number ones.
They don't know.
Play them number ones to just other demographics. They're gonna be like, play Kanye number ones. Niggas gonna be singing them hoes.
You right, niggas are gonna be.
No, I mean,
but Sally not gonna be.
Niggas, everybody, Chinese niggas, everybody singing Gold Digger. Everybody singing Jesus Walk. Everybody singing All of the Lights.
Yeah, but Kanye can't do a football stadium.
Shit.
Kanye can't sell $1 million first week no more.
That nigga doing bigger than football stadium. He doing them Chinese underdeveloped construction stadiums that's rigged up. The motherfucker got billions in them stadiums. What you talking about? All right. Y'all ain't never seen $1 billion in a stadium, nigga. China got it.
Yeah.
But now, he's not doing her numbers. But I think that's a lot to do with marketing, bro. She's the most friendly marketing American you could market to the American people. And then you talk about America being a white demographic. Then you throw UK in there too. And that being a main white demographic, very white friendly. You can let your teenagers listen to her. Like, Christians wouldn't mind listening to her. She's a soft artist, bro. She's very industry plant and okay talent.
Industry talent.
What about Taylor Swift jumps off the board? Songwriting? No.
She's relatable.
Singing? No. Dancing? No.
All right, here we go. Here's the list from here to Drake. Here's the list. Katy Perry, 25. Ed Sheeran, 24. Bad Bunny, 23. Bad Bunny over Ed, I get it. Big Latin America, cool. One Direction.
That's weird, 22. Though. He's just too new for that. I mean, they both new. Keep going.
Well, Ed Sheeran's been around since we've been in high school. So.
Oh, really? Damn, time flies.
One Direction, 22. Lil Wayne, 21. Oh, Bruno is here. Bruno's at 20. Bruno's at 20. BTS, 19. The Weeknd, 18. Shakira, 17. Jay-Z, 16.
Shakira over The Weeknd?
Shakira's
Miley Cyrus? Who you about to say?
Miley Cyrus at 15. Jay-Z was 16. Jay-Z was 16.
Nigga, what are we doing with this list?
Miley Cyrus?
Why is she even on there?
Miley Cyrus?
Hannah Montana.
Yeah. I get you. I'm half white, so I understand what's going on in the white world. You just don't understand.
3 songs. 23. Wrecking Ball and Made in America.
Made in the USA.
America great again.
Flowers.
But come on, over the weekend?
I mean, I'm not okay. That's an argument. Weekend should probably over all them people.
Little Wayne?
A pop star? Yeah, she's definitely a bigger pop star than Wayne.
I guess whatever we got.
A pop star?
Leave Lil Wayne name off the fucking list then. Maybe Lil Wayne just ain't a pop star. Yeah, I don't know what the word pop star is then. Because I don't get it. I don't get it.
So then we got Justin Timberlake at 14.
Justin Timberlake, Miley Cyrus.
Just Nicki Minaj.
They're not that close.
Nicki Minaj at 13. So we got
Nicki Minaj is bigger than Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
From 2001.
Hey,
that's where we starting to count.
Okay. Don't make the rules.
These niggas is crazy.
Eminem is 12. Usher is 11. Adele is 10. Ariana Grande is 9.
Ariana, I gotta stop. I gotta keep
you don't know. You don't know. That's why you keep talking. You don't listen to these people. You don't know.
Over Usher?
Ariana Grande is a massive star.
Massive is crazy.
You keep thinking about black shit.
Massive
She's a massive star.
She's not big. She might be bigger than Adele.
I don't even know. I don't know why Adele's at 10, but salute. Like right now, I know you just say you don't like Spotify number, whatever. Fuck. Ariana Grande right now, 83 million monthly listeners. 83 million.
Play a song that
you ain't gonna know the song. You already sound biased, so you ain't gonna like whatever I play. You ain't gonna like nothing anyways.
I just want to listen to the top 8 pop stars of the century. Let's just see what her recent shit. Let's just see. Cut that shit up, man. Get this shit up. You'd understand me.
How could you ever even try? I don't wanna tiptoe, but I don't wanna hide. But I don't wanna feed this monstrous fire. Just wanna let this story die, and I'll be alright. We can't be friends, but I'd like to just.
Shout out to Ariana for the fucking Grande.
Hey, man. Maybe the 80s just had huger stars or something. I don't fucking know. Because these pop stars do not transcend their demographic. I'll tell you that goddamn much.
Anyways, Ariana Grande is 9. Justin Bieber is number 8. Kanye West is number 7. Britney Spears is number 6. Dog, see, you just yapping now, nigga. You just yapping.
I'm confused at the.
You just said they're not like the 80s. Britney Spears was the biggest music at one. She was. What are you talking about?
I get it. She was
with her and NSYNC and like.
What was that? 3 years?
And it was bigger than everybody. Right here's peaks. Right here, bigger than everybody.
That's crazy.
Bigger than everybody.
I get her being top 25.
They still talk about Britney Spears right now.
I respect it, and she got some hits. I respect it. Top 5 is crazy.
Look at it, says some hits.
Top 5 is crazy.
Some hits. This sound like some hits to you? That sound like some hits to you? Or this sound like hits? This sound like hits, or it sound like hits of the early 2000s?
He playing that one out. I'm not sure. Okay, that's cool.
Come on, Britney was putting out the hits in the early 2000s.
No, Britney. If Britney would have kept going for another 5, 6, 7 years, I respect it.
She didn't need to. She was already Britney. She already a household name forever. Everybody knows who Britney Spears is. If you hear that name, like I know.
Her shit ain't better than Usher. Her run ain't better than Usher's.
Okay.
Fuck nobody talking about.
All right. Then we got Lady Gaga at number 5, and then Drake at number 4. That is the top 25 so far.
That list sucks.
Lando says that Nicki Minaj is bigger than Lil Wayne.
Lando hates on Wayne all the time. I don't want to talk about that about Wayne.
I don't know if I wouldn't say because you gotta go they peak for peak. I wouldn't say peak for peak that she was bigger. I give you Britney Spears. Britney Spears is probably more driven by her just that name recognition because when you look at like the number one, she got 5 number ones, 14 top 10s. It's like you could argue Eminem over her. Like, you could argue
for sure.
that. You could argue. I mean, at this point, you could argue this point in the Weeknd's career, like the Weeknd's doing stadiums. He's got big, massive fucking songs. So I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
I think they're adding brand into it and like shit like that. Britney Spears, when you throw her brand like it's obviously like it's up there, especially pop star. It's up there.
Like right now, the Weeknd has 7 number 1 hits, 19 top 10s. And his number ones are massive. Like shit, them you go to Spotify. I know we keep talking about Spotify, but like some of the Weeknd songs got 3 billion streams on them hoes. So it's like,
maybe I'm my bad, Lando. I know you're talking to Flying Low, but I don't know. Maybe I'm getting you confused with Wardy, but I know one of y'all hate on Wayne all the time. But
no, they don't be hating on Wayne. They be having
the mixtape shit.
Yeah, they be just on that mixtape shit. That's what they be on. So, anyways. That's the list. Salute to Ariana Grande. Salute to everybody that made the. I could probably find you some pop stars that probably should have made the list, but I can't think about them. Honorable mentions was like 50 Cent was an honorable mention.
Yeah, 50 Cent over Britney Spears.
Okay, come on.
It just depends on what you call a pop star. And when I hear pop star, I think they talking about musicians that are notable. That has a catalog. I don't think it's a certain type of music that they're listening for. I don't think it's a certain demographic that they're talking about. I think it's just the most like if you was to make a you remember they used to do those like pop 2000s, pop 2001, pop 2002, and they have 20 songs on there and they have a bunch of different artists.
Hold on, do you want to hear the honorable mentions for the top 20?
Yeah.
These are the honorable mentions for the top 25. You're gonna love this. So obviously, I just said we have 50 Cent, Alicia Keys, Billie Eilish, Cardi B is on the honorable mention. Carrie Underwood, country sensation, Chris Brown, Christina Aguilera. Which you can. I feel like if you put Britney, Christina's, they're like Magneto, and I don't know. Christina was there.
Yeah, you probably could take out like Ed Sheeran or somebody.
No, we gotta keep it. We gotta keep it.
Somebody in them lower 20s could have came up.
Take out Wayne and put Christina. You know.
Oh, I'm gonna say Hannah Montana.
Doja Cat. That feels too new to put her in a, but it's honorable mentions. Dua Lipa, Future, J Lo, Kelly Clarkson, Kendrick Lamar, Kesha, Lana Del Rey, Lord. I feel like Maroon 5 for pop star. I feel like Maroon 5 could have been on the list. They had a lot of big records.
Especially if you're gonna put
Meg Thee Stallion is honorable mention. I wouldn't put Meg on the top. I wouldn't.
But to be honest, I think that goes into the branding, how high they're putting.
But even for we could, because you gotta think this would mean she's in the top 50. I could find people bigger than. Like,
Luda.
Where's the Backstreet Boys at? Where's the Backstreet Boys? I don't see the Backstreet Boys on the list at all. Like, and maybe y'all just doing single people. No, because y'all got BTS on there, so y'all are obviously allowing groups on there, and y'all got One Direction. So that honestly, that does make this list invalid. If you're gonna, unless the Backstreet Boys were in the '90s, maybe the Backstreet Boys are early '90s, so I could be wrong, or late '90s. I mean,
it could have been both.
Missy Elliott, Nelly's
a snub.
Olivia Rodrigo, Pink, Post Malone, Sean Paul, SZA.
Yeah, it's about if we have to go back to the 25, but there's about 5 people that could have been on that 25 list.
Chris Brown could have been there.
Obviously, Kendrick. Obviously,
50
50, Chris Brown. Future is arguable.
Maroon
I'm not.
5.
I wouldn't probably put Future, but Maroon 5 and
SZA is too early. SZA, give SZA
yeah,
about 5 more years. She could be in that running.
it was one. Oh, Missy Elliott. I think could be up there. It'd be a reach, but I think she
Yeah, it
have an
might be a
argument.
reach, but I could see
But she'll be
Alicia.
like first out. Oh, Alicia Keys for sure. Alicia Keys should be first in down there. Shit. If we talking about black, maybe out of the black people up there. Nah. Chris Brown. Chris Brown will be first in out of the black people. Justin Bieber should be lower. Justin Bieber was already in there. Justin Bieber's like 4. Or no, Justin Bieber. I'm sorry, that's Drake.
He's
Justin
8.
Bieber's like 6 or 7. Okay, he's 8. My bad. I think Justin Bieber could have been around like the teen somewhere. But I get it because it's like they're not so much looking for a span. I think they're just looking for a mega sensation at a time.
Yeah.
In this century, and where they could rank. And obviously, they don't want to dick suck Drake, so
Shout out to Drake being number 4, the greatest rap artist of all time.
Well, I still give it to Beyonce over Drake.
Yeah, it's not even. Beyonce's over Drake.
I don't know, man.
I ain't gonna lie, Beyonce. One thing Beyonce can't do, she can't sell like Drake. She got the fandom, and she got the name, the mystique, and all that shit. But she can't sell like Drake can sell. In fact, when she drops, she might do 200. I don't remember seeing Beyonce doing 600, 700. Maybe she did with the surprise album. I can't remember, but
yeah, I think she cooled off. And when you talk about the social media thing, I mean, social media, a lot of women gonna be on there, and when you talk about Hive, so that's her shit.
Okay, I lied. Beyonce did 400,000 with the last album she just dropped, so I'm lying here.
That's huge, especially for this year.
Shout out to Beyonce. I'm lying. I'm sorry, Beyonce.
But even then, I still think like her hits and shit cooled off since like the 2010s, because she used to have a mega hits.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, it sucks, bro. Every artist hit their phase where they just don't have the mega hits no more, but they still be out.
That's what Drake said right now. Where's the mega hit?
Yeah, I guess. I never really looked for that for Drake, but yeah, a lot of people say that.
But yeah, that's the top pop artist of the 20th century. I'm sure, like I said, 3 is gonna be Rihanna. That they're not gonna put Rihanna over Beyonce, Taylor Swift, and do they want to get? Then it comes down to who do you want more love from? Do you want more love from the white faction, or do you want more love from the black faction? So it's either you put Beyonce number 1, you get a lot of praise, and the list is great, or you put Taylor Swift at number 1, you get the praise from this side. It's just depend on what you want to do for that day. It's up to Billboard to decide. But yeah, dropping with Dirk in 4 months. What that mean? Y'all going to jail? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does this mean? Dropping with Dirk in 4 months. I don't know. But anyways, what else we got, man?
I mean, the damn bizarre Pierce Morgan. I don't know if that's like one of our off podcast combos.
That might be off. I ain't gonna lie. Because one thing I say, and people, this is when you start losing people because they don't know what the fuck we talking about. But you know, do we have any more music conversation before we got it? Any more music conversations?
Meg versus Wendy. I don't really think.
I don't give a fuck about that. That's some shade room shit.
Tyson versus Jake.
We kind of talked about that, but I mean, if you want to go into it, Grammys top, Bruno breaks. Yeah, okay.
You got Jake going into this fight. They fight Friday.
I don't know if I got Jake. I'm just not counting him out like a lot of people are like acting like it's. I feel like people acting like it's not possible for him to win, which I don't understand that. I get Mike Tyson as Mike Tyson, but I still feel like I told you before we got on stream, he is a 58-year-old man who just had a damn ulcer burst in his stomach. So it's like, how physically ready is he to go 8 rounds of boxing with someone who's trying to, you know, I don't know if he's gonna, I'm not saying Jake's gonna knock his head off, but like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, anything's possible in boxing. So I get it. Like saying that Jake can't win is unreasonable. But I'm thinking if Tyson controls the fight, which I'm pretty confident he can with just his skills and his IQ and stuff like that. It's just gonna be hard for Jake to win in that aspect. Now, that's just me watching on the purist aspect. If he got a decision or something like that, who knows? They probably give it to Jake just because it's like it's his career. He want to stay undefeated, shit like that. But if we talking about who has the better chance to really knock a person out in this fight, I'm giving it to Tyson based on the defensive ability, just knowing just more like just more wits. Like you gotta think, bro, this is 40 years of training hand-to-hand combat, bro. And whether he was fighting, training, coaching, watching other people, I just think he just knows too much about boxing to a point where Jake's a little kid in that ring when it comes to IQ level, when it comes to little things and tricks of the trade that Tyson's going to know that Jake Paul's just going to get outclassed. Like I said, if the ulcer thing is going to be a problem where he's winded, out of shape, then obviously there's a window. But how I'm seeing the fight, I wouldn't see in reality if they're really trying to knock each other out. I don't see this fight going past 3 rounds because I know Jake is going to do some careless shit. Trying to if I know Jake like I know him, unless he plays to fight 8 rounds, if Jake come out swinging, he's going to get countered and slipped. Because I just think it's going to be careless. He's not going to set it up well. Tyson's going to see it coming from a mile away. He might even like, what do you call that shit when he might even bait him and trying to throw that just to counter him and put him to sleep. So yeah, I think it's
fuck all that. Jake Paul about to come out like Buster Douglas did and hit Tyson with a couple bing, bang, boom, maybe an uppercut. I ain't gonna lie though. I would rather if Tyson does lose, I like Tyson to lose by decision. I don't want to see Mike Tyson get knocked out. Like
that'd be crazy.
Like even if Mike Tyson got knocked out by Jake Paul, to me, it don't do nothing to his legacy because, like I said, it's not like he's fighting Mike when Mike was 35 years old or some shit. And it's like, you know, you're not fighting that Mike. You're fighting a 60-year-old, damn near 60 Mike Tyson. Like it's not like if you fight Ali when he's 60, he might still, I don't know, he might have Parkinson's at that point or whatever he had. But regardless, it's like, okay, you beat the old ass fucking Mike Tyson. Like that's cool to tell your kids, I guess, when you get older, but. Like people keep saying, like if Jake beats Mike Tyson, they'll take him seriously. I still don't think if he beats Mike Tyson, to me, that don't mean he could beat a 27-year-old pro that's like 30-0, who's
it depends how he beat
weight or whatever the fuck. Even if he knocks him out, I don't think that means he could beat a boxer who's like I don't know who the middleweight like good middleweights are right now or whatever. Like I don't know how big Canelo is, but I don't think Canelo's like 180. But he said if he beats Mike Tyson, he wants to fight Canelo. I don't think he beats Canelo. Like that fight, no matter what weight they are. I don't think
he might have a chance. I'll say this.
To beat Canelo?
No. To stay in the fight. To stay in the fight. To actually look like it's a good fight. I don't think he has any chance to win. He's just not that talented. These guys have been doing that shit since 12. But to actually make it look like a good fight. If he could put up a fight against Tyson, look at it like this. If he either handles Tyson like firmly, like really beat his ass, maybe don't even knock him out, or knock him out super quickly. It comes off as like, let's say this was a sparring partner, and you have Tyson as a sparring partner. You don't go 80, you don't go 100% against your sparring partner. Tyson would be a great sparring partner. He moves his head. He gonna show defensive principles. He gonna test a lot of things that you will want somebody to test you on. Probably better than a lot of young niggas that you will spar against right now, just off of what he's doing. Because it's not about trying to get a knockout or whatever like that. It's just trying to show you how vulnerable you can be when you're sparring. So let's say he does win this sparring match, like soundly. It gives me a little confidence he might could deal with somebody that's technically sound. And it gives me even more confidence if there's a boxer that's not so technically sound, not so fast, maybe he could stand in there and fight with a guy. But that's a strong maybe. But that's where I put Tyson at, because I think Tyson, bro, if you watch his training, bro, he's gonna put the technique to work. He's not gonna fight a sloppy fight. He's not gonna fight a careless fight. He's gonna defend himself. He's gonna get on the inside. And if Jake can defend, keep his distance, control the ring against a guy that does all that movement, and it's not just because Tyson's super tired, that's somewhat impressive to me. I will
But that's
say
because
that.
you putting stock in Tyson as like this. I just don't put too much stock in the 50 year. I get it. He still got. I saw him doing the open workout shit, and he looked good, whatever. But I watch a lot of these things. Even on, like I said, UFC is obviously different than boxing. But like, I watch a lot of these like getting ready for fight things, documentaries, and everybody always looks good in that shit. Everybody always looks good hitting the bags, hitting the trainer. They all look good doing that shit. And you're like, damn, this motherfucker might. And then when they get in that fight and actually fighting somebody else, they don't usually look like they look when they was fighting the trainer on the pads. So it's like I just don't put too much stock. If Jake Paul beats Mike Tyson, I'm like, actually, Jake Paul might be a contender now for people his age that have been boxing that are his size, and like I just don't see that. But also for Jake though, I was watching because I watch Netflix documentaries because it's gonna be on Netflix for free. For if you have Netflix, it's free. I guess it's not technically free because you got to pay for Netflix, but if you got Netflix, you can watch it.
Stream East.
Motherfucker, if you just don't buy you don't got Netflix. I thought everybody got Netflix.
I'm being funny, boy.
Oh, I was about to say you ain't got Netflix. I thought everybody had Netflix. But anyways,
So how old is Tyson? Oh my bad. Keep
58.
going.
No, but what I was saying is Jake Paul. One thing with Jake Paul is also like he's never been this big in fought because they're fighting at like 220, 230. He usually fights at like 185. So he's also got to deal with putting on that weight and moving around for the rounds with that weight. And he's never done it. So that might make him more tired because we've seen him boxing people at 185 and get real tired. So might be able to just drag him out to them deep waters and get to round 4 and 5. And now Jake, his hair is all sweating now. He's tired. And then Tyson. Tyson might put him down with a body shot for all we know. He might, depending on how tired, Jake Paul gets. So
I'm looking up the oldest boxers. I mean, professionally, they boxed. There's multiple fought up into their 50s, 52. Jack Johnson, Galveston, Texas finest, fought until 60, which is insane. And then there's one other guy, let me see. Steve Ward, he's still fighting right now. Well, it says last active year was 2017. He fought at 61. He looks still in shape somewhat. So I said with the boxing,
Jack Johnson, he had to have that. Hold on, let me be politically correct here. When did slavery end?
When did slavery end? 1860s.
1865 was Juneteenth. Okay, so he was born in 18. He was born 13 years after slavery ended. Jack Johnson. Who was he boxing? Is it like Bill Russell playing against, fucking 5'3" curly, you know what I'm saying? Who was he boxing? Who was he boxing in the 40s, in the 30s?
They had some boxers in it, because he fought all the way to damn.
Because he died when he was 68, so he had to be boxing right before he died. Being born in 1878 is crazy. But anyways, like I said, I was talking shit like I don't want to see this, but like I said, people always get me when they do those documentaries, those like behind the scenes training, and because they always make it look like, oh, this is gonna be a very interesting fight. I'm excited for the fight before there's the two women, Serrano and Katie Taylor. A lot of people were saying that was a great fight they did when they fought at Madison Square Garden, I think maybe like 2 years ago or whatever. So that's the fight before theirs. So that's like a real women WBC unification title fight, whatever. And then you got Jake Paul, Mike Tyson on the top of the bill. So I'm excited for that. Also this weekend as well, I'm excited. I'm not really that excited for it, but UFC 309 is this weekend. You got Charles Oliveira versus Mike Chandler. You got John Jones making his return back at heavyweight as a champion versus Stipe Miocic, heavyweight GOAT. But I mean, he's old too. He's like 42, kind of past his prime. Not really excited about that one. I want him to fight the younger guy, but we'll see what happens there. But I'm excited because I like UFC. So,
bro, I'm just looking up. The only name I can think, I remember, I think is Tommy Burns. But I'm watching like I'm looking at some of the pictures, like the niggas that got their hands up like this, how the niggas used to fight like that. That's what was Jack Johnson. But what's crazy though, them niggas used to stand in there and just like punish each other. Them niggas weren't doing no Mayweather weaving. So the nigga that get 60 years of Mandingo type fighting, like that nigga low key took way more brutal fight than probably like regular boxers, to be honest with you. I gotta see if there's some Jack Johnson boxing footage out there. Like,
I mean, Manny Pacquiao, when last time Manny Pacquiao fought? I know he's 45, so.
Yeah, it was a couple boxers in their 40s. It was like 5 in their 50s, and it was 2 in their 60s. Zach
I
Johnson
mean,
versus Jim Jeffries.
some people thought Floyd was gonna lose when he fought Logan Paul, and that was like what, a 60-pound weight difference, and that was just like
This shit's in color.
Floyd was just bullshitting with him. Well, you know, they got technology to make shit color now. Right, what else we got, man? What we got? What we got? Where we at? What we doing? Where we at? Peace and love. Peace and love.
I mean,
Come on, y'all got to cash these parlays for me, dog. Y'all got to. Y'all got to.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much it. Besides that Dan Bazira stuff, I mean, he has some very
Let's
interesting.
just okay. Let's try to talk about it gently. We know y'all don't like when we talk about the Israels and the whatever. The one thing I say about that whole clip, if y'all haven't watched Dan Bilzerian on Piers Morgan, I'd recommend just go watch it, form your own opinion on it. What I will say is Pierce was clearly trying to bait something. He was like, so just for clarification, one time, do you hate Jewish people? He said, no, I don't hate Jewish people. But it sounds like you really hate Jewish people. It's like, I would probably say, y'all know how I feel about this. If I was going to criticize, I would criticize more Israel than like Jewish people at large. Just like I wouldn't at large group all Chinese people, all Russian, whatever the fuck, right? That's how I look at it. But it is weird just when you hear it. Like, the one thing that I'm always weirded out about when these conversations come up is like, whenever somebody makes a claim, I would expect when that claim is made for you to rebut that claim. You know? Like when he says, oh, I don't like when they did this, the SSS Liberty.
He didn't know he was somebody.
Like when they attacked the US warship and they said it was an accident. There's no way that could have been an accident. But when that happens, when I say that, that's why I don't like Israel. That should be a rebuttal to that, not, oh, you're anti-Semite. You know what I'm saying? Like every rebuttal can't just be anti-Semitism. It got to be like, this is what I said. Debate me on what I said. Now, you could tell me if I'm wrong here and prove me if I'm wrong, but if you can't do that, just don't throw out, oh, you're anti-Semitic. Just whatever. We're not talking to you no more. You know? That's how it feels. That's how it feels sometimes when you have these conversations.
Yeah, I mean, Pierce got cooked. Pierce got cooked again, and this was probably one of the worst ones I've seen, based on that fact that you said dude was bringing up like phenomenal like rhetorics on like why he should feel some type of way or why he could have these certain beliefs, and it almost seemed like Piers Morgan was learning things for the first time as well because he had no rebuttals. He almost seemed fascinated by how a guy could stand in his square so much. If you really look at Piers Morgan, like he was enamored. I think he was a little in love. He actually, I'm being funny, but he likes that guy. And honestly, bro, I was just, you know how you just trying to read shit. Like I feel like Piers Morgan might say some of the things that nigga say behind closed doors. He come off as a guy that's disingenuous as fuck, don't give a fuck about any of the things that he was making points about because he's just trying to get a clip, because he's just fishing for shit. He asked the same questions 3, 4, 5 times after he give this like, well, this is why you should be appalled, and this is why you should never speak like this, and everything you're saying is just textbook anti-Semitism, and how could you dare treat Jews like this? What do you think? And then he wants him to cue up this short. And we all have done that when we want to make a clip out of something inside of a podcast. We might like get this 10, 20, 30 second shit off, and it feels so unnatural, but you're still trying to do it.
Yeah, you're trying to play it up. You're trying to play shit up.
Yeah, and to try to do what you think a clip would be inside of that content that you're making. And that's what he seemed like he was doing. He was clip forming, if you ask me.
Yeah, he thought that the reaction he was going to get online was going to be like overwhelmingly like, man, this guy's a piece of shit. Like I said, I wouldn't attribute that to all Jews. Like I said, I focus on Israel. We can really, it's not hard. Even when he said, Piers Morgan said Israel didn't say that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. Netanyahu literally was on the Congress floor saying Iraq has weapons of mass destruction. And I tweeted, or not tweeted, I posted. I don't even post on like YouTube videos, but I was like, whenever he said that, Dan Bilzerian should have brought up the clean break memo, where Netanyahu and these other guys, they were putting together, y'all look up clean break memo, y'all see it has to do with trying to convince the U.S. to go to war with Iraq and Iran. You just look it up. Just look up clean break memo. But anyways, like shit like that, they're just easy to look up. Especially Pierce, you're this 40, 30-year journalist. It shouldn't be hard for you to even know these things. Like me, I'm just a fucking guy that didn't pay attention to history class too much because when we were listening to history in high school, it was just remember these dates. And I was good at just remembering these dates. We weren't really getting to the details of why and what and how shit was happening. Now, I look a little bit more into the details of why and how things are happening. But it would like when you see certain things about Israel specifically, it wouldn't be surprising why people don't like the state of Israel. But because the state of Israel is the only Jewish state, people will then go and be like, "Oh, you don't like all Jewish people." Like I said, there's every Jew don't give a fuck about Israel. There are a lot that do, because like I said, it's the only Jewish state. But I wouldn't categorize everybody in that same
Yeah, I
bucket.
mean,
As we speak about, there's Jews in Israel that are protesting against Netanyahu and his government as well. So it's like, I don't know, it just gets sticky. It gets sticky.
yeah, and I just like how he came with his points, like the fact that Jews had their own problems and how they committed their own atrocities against the world and shit like that. He talked about how he killed. I forget what he's.
Yeah,
What
like when he said that they denied the Armenian genocide, and Pierce Morgan was just like, oh, like that's a like it's just like you see that this double standards are there. I don't know why they're there. Like I don't know who decided like these are gonna be the double standards we're gonna live by.
I mean, that's what he was trying to get into. He was like, they control shit. That's why they get this pander. He was like, never. This is what Dan Bazarian said. He was like, normally the people on the right side of history are not trying to silence people and condemn free speech. And you see that they have power to keep their propaganda going. They have the power to keep their narratives going. And if you speak against them, they'll show you their power. And it's like no other. And a lot of people want to deny it and shit like that, but we've seen this all time in and time out. Them niggas will freeze your bank account. Them niggas will get you fired. Them niggas will do all type of shit if you have any type of success and they could get a hold of you. So, it's definitely the truth, man. But yeah, it's you can't talk about what they did to other people and stuff like that because it's like you're trying to minimize what happened to them, and it's just more of it's like I think everybody just want to have a conversation, bro. Because it's like when he says like they was a part of killing JFK, and he was like, it wasn't a Jew that killed him. It's like it's not. He's not saying that. He's more saying that.
Yeah, he was trying to be
the people that organized it and shit like that.
He was trying to get specific in it, like.
Well, not even organized it.
The person that did it was Jewish. I'm saying that Israel in some way was behind it happening.
And same with the Gaddafi shit, with the Hillary thing and like that. It was like they get people killed all the time, and they don't. It's not that these people are going to do it, and it's an Israel person shooting a gun, but they go talk to the politicians. They go talk to Hillary. Hillary go talk to Obama. They go get Gaddafi killed. And that's how these things happen. And it's always when you look at, well, why are we doing it? What's our interest? We don't have too many interest in doing it unless you talk about oil and stuff like that. But for the most part, it be direct, aligned to what Israel agendas be like and shit like that. Them niggas been want to talk about taking over the Middle East and stuff like that. And lo and behold, when we go fight a war that they induced, a lot of when you talk about saying they got weapons of mass destruction, we in all of the places that they said we were going to be in. And it's crazy because it was a general. It was like a couple years before the Middle East war. It was like, we're going to go attack all these different, we're going to all these Middle East countries. And this was a couple years before. And I bet a person like that knows that because they can already look at a Israel agenda and go see what they've been wanting to do for the longest, because that's been in play. And they know we was going to buy into that. And once everything went into play, America go fight in the Middle East. Oh, we in Afghanistan. Oh, we in Iran. Oh, we in Iraq. Oh, we in Saudi. Well, I don't know if it was actually in Saudi Arabia, but we all in these different places and shit like that. All of a sudden. And it's all interests of Israel that's been on their agenda since the 1990s or some shit like that. So it's very interesting, man. And I like how he wrapped it up. And he was like, Pierce Morgan was like, don't you think people would be horrified to hear these things? Which that in that self is like, I bet white people are horrified to hear what happened to us in slavery. But we're gonna talk about it if we gotta talk about it. Yeah. Like I'm sure it's
like I said, my thing is if it's the truth, it's the truth, it's the truth. Like if somebody's lying, then yeah, okay, you're just making up shit. But if what you're saying is true, like if Israel if they don't recognize Armenian genocide, that's okay. So this genocide could be recognized, but this one can't. Why is that? If they did, it's not even if. When they did attack the U.S. liberty, right? Why would that be our greatest ally? They killed like our service members. It was an accident. I don't know how you make that accident, Like some people were saying they did that so it could get us more involved in the war, but they could blame like Iran or whoever else was back in the day. But regardless, you see certain things, it's like, and y'all remember me like before the shit really cracked up. I really was reading the shit. I was like, oh, it makes sense for us to be like, with Israel because they're like they're our eyes and ears in the Middle East. What you really think about is like if everybody in the Middle East, like strategically speaking, and I'm not saying that Israel should be wiped out on that shit, but I'm saying strategically speaking, if everybody in the Middle East hates this country, this small country, no bigger than New Jersey, just strategically make more sense for us to just rock with the other people. Because one, Iran has hella oil, like for us. Saudi Arabia, I think Saudi Arabia and Israel, they're trying to do a peace deal. So I don't know, Saudi Arabia necessarily hates Israel, but like it would make sense to work with these people.
Instead, we empower them to collapse these other places.
It would make sense for us to work with those people. But you know,
yeah, and it was one other point.
The only problem with it is I don't like when U.S. politicians feel like they make Israel like their main priority. Like when I see like APEC, which is like a super PAC, when they put money behind candidates that are like more pro-Israel, and they beat out like just other American candidates who aren't like super pro-Israel. It's like I don't really like that because obviously we know how lobbies work, we know how corruption works, we know how influence of policy and all that type of shit works. I saw a video today because Trump's been announcing his cabinet picks, like boom, boom, you're doing this, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of State, and Israel, they said they're dancing over there. They're excited about the new Secretary of Defense because he says Americanism and Israelism. I don't know, Zionism, Americanism and Zionism. They're intertwined. Mike Huckabee, who's now the UN, the ambassador, not the UN ambassador. He's just the ambassador to Israel now. He was telling them, "Go crazy, go hard, fight like you have to. There's no such thing as a Palestinian. Like they're ready. Okay, you don't give a fuck about Palestine. Wipe them out." Marco Rubio, he's supposed to be the Secretary of State, which is like, he's supposed to be the big diplomat, the highest diplomat that we have, going all over the world, talking to all the world leaders. He's super pro-Israel. The UN ambassador, her name is Sumner Stefanik. She's a Jewish woman. She's got that top position at the UN. Even the ADL, who always talks shit about conservative Republicans, he congratulated her. Oh, salute to Stefanik for being the UN ambassador. She has what did he say? He's like a pro-Israel, some shit. Let me see. Hold on. I gotta find this.
I think that just speaks to how much Israel spent into this election.
So then this is what he said. He said, Mazel tov to Elise Stefanik on her nomination to be the next U.S. ambassador to the UN. Rep Stefanik has been a critical partner and absolutely fearless in fighting campus anti-Semitism. I'm excited to work with her to combat anti-Jewish hate and anti-Israel bias on the world stage. I don't care. Like, I don't care for my politicians to... Like, he didn't say anti-American, American value. He said, I can't wait for her to fight anti-Jewish hate and anti-Israel hate. If we had a person, a UN ambassador, and they said, this person here to combat anti-Black hate and anti-Africa bias or whatever, people are like, what the fuck are they talking about? They should only be, they're a UN ambassador for America, not for Israel. It's like, why would they give a fuck about that? I guess she's Jewish. So obviously there's, Israel is the Jewish state. I get that. But, it's just when you see some of these things, it's just like,
Yeah, with Israel, I feel like it was a win-win no matter who was in. Like, they so tied in, and you could see how invested they are. They was heavily invested. I feel like they was going to win regardless. I feel like that's probably how China felt in other elections and many other countries felt in other elections. But right now, Israel is really killing it. I bet Israel felt that way with Bush won as well. Like, oh, yeah. We about to really get shit cracking. So yeah, this I could easily see how it's right. Where I don't know if Trump elected the UN person, but I know he put a lot of those other people.
He put all them people in place.
Okay, so yeah, Trump, and I mean, this is the one thing I did not like about Trump, even in his I think it was the debate or whatever. But watching so many times, this should get foggy. But he was very pro-Israel and talking about what he wanted to do with helping Israel finish this war off, and I just never agreed with it. But yeah, that's the one stain I feel like, me personally. But it's a disgusting stain as well, if you ask me, because I just feel like it's inhumane. It's inhumane. This shit should have been stopped, and that should be the main goal. But even then, bro, like the Hamas and Palestine shit, like that could conclude as far as the war. They're probably gonna still dominate that territory and do whatever they want to do from now on. But it's about the future for them. I think this is that because they bumming other niggas too.
They're over there. They've already killed all the leaders of Hamas. They've killed all the leaders
yeah,
of
it's about going
Hezbollah.
into Iraq and going into these
Now,
other
yeah, now
countries.
the next thing is Iraq. Once they take out Iraq, they probably ain't got to worry about too much in the Middle East anymore, and they can just move into like they're already doing settlements where they're taking Palestinian land and building their own things. There's like I said, if you wanted to, if you were Jewish, you could go to Israel right now, live there, probably get paid to go live there, get citizenship. Just being you got to do nothing else, but just be Jewish. I feel like they even say they have like this birthright thing where they fly you out there for free trip, whatever, just so you can see it when you're like a kid.
Black
Like, they send
people,
a bunch
bro,
of
we
kids
gotta
out
get
there.
our shit together.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like everybody that's black, I was watching Rizza Islam. I feel like I talked about this a million times on podcasts. And they talk about reparation for black people. He says, don't ask for money, don't ask for them. You really want reparation for black people? Tell them we want, I forgot what he said, Kentucky and Mississippi. We want those two states. Black people mass migrate back to these places. When you go there, you'll have a bunch of electoral power, so you'll be able to ask for more shit because they're gonna want your votes in these big electoral states. And he said also it's good farming, soil, in those type, like shit like that. You got to do shit like that, but
Yeah, we need because that's just being able to be flew out, free citizenship, being able to probably get some free loans for housing or some shit, all type of shit they could do. Be able to get loans for businesses. There's so much shit they be incentivized because it's like they treat like Native Americans on a reservation almost in a sense how they're doing that. But the one thing just to get back to the Piers Morgan shit, and I feel like every Jewish person and every governor, politician, whoever the fuck that support them, got an answer on the sense of the level of corruption. And Netanyahu, how you say his name?
You said it, Netanyahu.
For a guy to openly admit, and I know it's not necessarily he said it in an open speech, but it's many people that have confirmed it and said that he's pretty much like even Piers Morgan, let's just keep it a buck, acknowledged it when he said, what did he say? He said that Netanyahu was willing to fund and wanted to fund Hamas, so it would help them become.
Oh yeah, he said he did fund them.
So
he did allow money into to Gaza and shit like that.
To understand on the surface level how corrupt that is, then to think about let's say that was a movie. How many times do you think he'll be talking to these people on the other side? Have anybody seen the movie Snowpiercer? You seen the movie Snowpiercer with me at Black House? Okay, maybe you did. So be short with you. It was a guy in the back of the train where all the servants lived that ate fucking bugs and shit, lived on top of each other. And the other side of the train, it's a bunch of people that's running shit. Everything's supposed to be in this ordained position. They live nice. They got clubs. They take these opioids. They eat nice. They got pianos. All this other shit in the front of the train. But these people in the back. It's a guy in the back that's a fucking mentor and leader to everybody that's in the back. He's connected and talks to the guy that runs everything in the train. When they had civil wars on the train, both of them was in communications because it was always about eliminating people on both sides because the train had overpopulated. So he needed to use the people in the back to come up with an uproar to get the other people in the front to fight back. Both people lose a certain amount of lives. Bada bing, bada boom. That happened 3, 4, 5 times. Eventually, a real war broke out that they couldn't control. Found out they was friends and connected the whole time. Wouldn't you think something similar like that with Netanyahu was like, if I want to keep gaining my power, I can keep coming up with coups and things that these people can do. And that's what Dan Bilzerian went into saying they probably wanted January 7th to happen. Who knows? They might have funded January 7th. They might have even
October
7th. I'm sorry, getting it confused. Allegedly, by the way, as well. Funded this shit, or like how people say with Pearl Harbor, knew the shit was gonna happen and just let it happen. Like we lowered our defenses out of all. This was our lowest security that we ever had of all time on that day for some odd reason. Like, but even past that, just why would we be willing to invest in a guy that we know is that corrupt? on whatever level, but we know he invested in them at some level. Why would we want to deal with him when you know he's willing to go at whatever level to get what he want to do? And when we're talking about, this guy is willing to kill innocent lives. He's willing to create a terrorist organization and fund them for more power. And we like, oh yeah, you can have $1 billion.
Yeah.
That's insane. Like, Diddy couldn't do it. Any Tookie Williams couldn't do it. Mob bosses couldn't do it. Nigga, Jay Prince was doing it. They'd get his ass up out of here. But Netanyahu, he can get fucking millions of dollars at any goddamn time. He can get cheered by the Congress when he comes talk to us. But the nigga is technically a terrorist. He's the bad guy.
Like a motherfucker too.
No, he's technically a terrorist. You pay terrorists. You're a terrorist. And it's no different than what we used to do when we funded fucking Bin Laden and so many others. Yeah. It's these fucking governments, I keep saying governments, but these governments are fucking corrupt, bro. Ultra corrupt. Like to the highest extent, bro. Ukraine no different. Ukraine, one of the most, it's been, that's what's crazy about Kamala and Biden trying to get Ukraine in NATO or whatever it's called, the UN. Ukraine has historically been known for being one of the most corrupt countries of all time. Sex trafficking, ring, and everything. That's fun though. It's like, bro, we are wilding.
Even I was looking at so I'm reading this new book. It's about from that same guy. Where's the guy at? I like to shout out the shit. This guy got like a series. If y'all want to read about the corruption of the U.S., just look up this guy, Peter Schwartzer. He has like 5 books out. He got this book. He got this one. Throw them all out. But anyways, the book I'm reading right now is about corruption and how they do corruption. I'm only like on the first 2 chapters. But it's talking about how like when you look at corruption, when you got to look at it through government, it's not like they're not giving them the money directly. Like when I used to be like, why do people give a fuck about Biden's son? But when I'm reading this book, I'm like, oh, that's why. Because obviously they're not giving it directly to you. That's why Biden's son is on a fucking board of directors in Ukraine. When what the fuck does he know about energy? What does he know about any of this shit? Why is he on a whatever? Why does Joe Biden's son have an investment firm with one of his friends who was the son of John Kerry, another senator? They both have an investment firm that's getting funded by the Chinese. Why does it? How is it? You know, like how do y'all have enough pool to go get money from the Chinese? But it even goes to Trump. Trump gets out of office now. The Saudi investment fund gives his son-in-law Jared Kushner $1 billion for his investment fund. $1 billion.
$1 billion is crazy.
$1 billion. What for? What? What the fuck is he investing in? Give him $1 billion? Come on, man. It's a lot of corruption going on around here.
They are sellouts, bro, and that's the ultimate. That's the ultimate. That's government.
Yeah.
Who's going to the highest bidder and shit like that, man? It's all about. That's all it's about, man.
So lots of corruption out here, buddy. A lot of corruption.
Because $1 billion is crazy.
$1 billion.
But think about it. They probably get $30 billion back in some type of fucking bill one of these 4 years.
Yeah. Have them use our oil or up the oil production, whatever the fuck it is. Who knows?
Something. Well, it could be a directed. They could send them direct money, or they could just incentivize it and give them certain. Yeah. It's a crazy world we live in, man. I hope shit get better, but who knows, man? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going to ever happen to make things really change, but it's a crazy world we live in.
Yeah. But that's all I got for tonight, man. I got to go to bed. I'm tired as hell. We've been 2 hours deep.
Well, we done, man. These niggas worry about Israel, nigga. Take care of this.
They're like, we got it. Niggas talking about Israel and the world, but I'm like I said, this election cycle, I'm paying attention to everybody. I know who Trump picked. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like the guy who Trump picked for the border czar thing. I kind of like that. I ain't gonna lie to you. They tried to get him on some. They tried to ask, and they said, "So what are you gonna do?" So like, what are you gonna do about family what do you think about family separation? Like, how are you gonna stop that? And he was like, yeah, we can handle that. He's like, what are you gonna do? He just said, deport them together. Like, we ain't gotta separate nobody. They can all go together. Everybody who came, I'll go back to the country. Now, like I said, certain things, I feel like there's a lot of people who did vote for Trump that aren't necessarily super conservative. When they start seeing some of these policies roll out, they might feel a little bit. I listened to Andrew Schultz talk about it. He was kind of like, man, I don't know how I feel about just deporting everybody. Like, deport the criminals, but like, if you got the gardener, the stereotypical shit, like they're trying to get a better life. Please make it easy to have citizenship, right? Or the kid who was born here and now he's like 9, but his parents maybe like obviously have some anchor baby type shit. Oh, we're just gonna send y'all all back. It's like, I don't know if people are gonna start liking that. But also I feel like this is my last point. Republicans right now, they have to be smart because midterms are in 2026. So Trump could try to bolster through shit in 2 years, but if people don't like the way shit going, they're just gonna flip the House, flip the Senate, and then his last 2 years are gonna be nothing.
Yeah, yeah. No,
But
I think
also,
everything.
my bad, last thing.
No, you
But
good.
also, when he's picking these cabinet positions, like right now so far, he's already took 3 House people that are already in the House, so they got to do elections on those again. And then also he's taking some senators. But the thing with senators are, the governor gets to pick their senator anyway. They don't have to revote. But House members they got to revote. So you got to be kind of strategic with that type of shit. And I will say one more thing. I really wish I was influential right now because Donald Trump seems like the best president to be an influential voice to get a job. Because like he got Tulsi Gabbard, like she was a house, she was a whatchamacallit, she was a congresswoman, but she left Congress and then she's been a voice really the past couple of years. He picked her to be the national uh, director of intelligence. I'm like, I would love to have that. I want to know what's really going on. Everybody's like, oh, she's gonna release the JFK file. She's gonna do this. One guy, he made the Secretary of Defense. He was in the Army and shit like that. But for the past 8 years, he's been on Fox News, just on Fox News as an anchor on Fox and Friends. And now he's Secretary of Defense. It's like, all right, come on, Trump. Hey, I fuck with you, Trump. Put me on somewhere. I got to be the director of national intelligence. Put me as like the assistant deputy director or some shit. I want to do some shit like that.
D-Fran, he's a good guy.
Make me,
He's a
yeah,
good
he's
guy.
a great guy. He's been supporting me all this time. Make me like director of the CIA. I'll let y'all know what's going on in the CIA. Come on, put me on that at least. Jesus Christ.
That's
But yeah,
hilarious.
if you've been friendly to Trump since he got kicked out and you've been on that, hey, the election was rigged, he got a job for you, buddy. He's got a job. He's the best president for that. I ain't gonna lie. All these other like establishment people after Trump, you might not get that thing, but y'all about to have a field day. Tulsi Gabbard being the fucking intelligence, whatever. Like, hey, have fun.
Yeah, give me a new department. Make me the head of black associations.
He made Elon and Vivek Ramaswamy the head of the was Department of Government Efficiency. They're gonna go through and audit everything, make sure like, oh, we don't need that, cut that. That's cost us too much money. Cut that. That's a duplicate. That why is that even there? Cut that out. Like they're about to start chopping shit down. But yeah, that's it. Bryce, any closing words?
Yeah, I mean, last thing I'm gonna say is about the immigration shit. I feel like it should just have like certain stipulations on it. Like you said, they got a kid that's been here, that's here going to school and stuff. Fuck it, leave them here. If they've been here longer than like 5 years, leave them here. Like stuff like that. But they just got here in the last like 2 years, 3 years, maybe 4 years. Get them up out of here.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
even I say the last 6 years. Because think about it. That means, bro, you had a pack. Like if you ain't going back to a war country, that's crazy. I know that shit was loud. If you're not going back to a war country, get them back out of there. You had some type of life back there. You can go back and speak that language.
Yeah.
You can go back and figure it out to some degree.
But like
Versus,
dream,
like,
there's
you
even
grew
people
up
like there's
here.
people called like dreamers, who they never really had citizenship. But some of them people are like 25. Like if you're 25 and you're not from your country, like don't send them back.
Yeah, I know somebody like that recently.
Get them some citizenship, dog. Like, all right,
yeah, if they've been here 10, 20, 30 years, yeah, nah, that's crazy. And they leave.
Imagine getting sent back. And you've never been there your whole life. You don't know shit about Mexico or Honduras or whatever they send you back to. It's like, come on.
Because they technically pay taxes and all that shit. So yeah, I mean,
just make them a citizen, dog.
Yeah.
But the criminals, all them people that's doing all the crime in Times Square, get them out of here. Send them back to Venezuela. Send them back to Ecuador. Send them back to Haiti, China, wherever they came from. Send them back. But anyway,
if you hear the last 2 years,
You gotta
For
go.
sure.
You're free. You just on that's vacation. Yeah, it's time to go back home, buddy. It's time to go. Not even that. Like I said, how look at if you're someone who's here, right, in the past 2 years, and you haven't been able to take care of yourself, like you don't have a residence, you don't have none of that. If you want these people that's up in the shelters, like we're taking care of you and giving you money for your groceries, oh, you got to go back and reapply for asylum. But we ain't got time for that. You got to go back. But if you're
Yeah.
here working, you got an apartment, you got a house, you got a car, you got a job, like all right, let's figure out how to make you a citizen. But anybody who are actively taxpayers are paying for you to be here, you got to go.
Yeah, Essentially, we're
You gotta go.
we're defunding this program for these immigrants that ain't supposed to be here, and y'all ain't just about to go on the street. So,
Because like my thing is like, bro, if I can't justify in my head to do that for y'all and not do it for veterans that are homeless, just regular people that are homeless that are American citizens. I can't. No, we ain't doing.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say defund it. Just switch it. Get the immigrants the fuck up out of here and use that same program that y'all was using to house them people as the homeless.
Yeah.
Boom, problem solved because y'all clearly got the funding for it.
Yeah.
And I know I pick people up from these places, bro. It be the shadiest old, like 20-story building, and it's like it don't have no sign. It don't look like it's taken care of, but it's nothing but people that come out there that don't speak no English. The shadiest places, and it's over there by the Galleria area, but it's not nice. It's not nice at all. It's like one of the worst buildings over there. It feels like an old warehouse, but like not even a warehouse, like an old office building converted into like a place where they sleep at. Like it's weird. And I've been to like 2 or 3 buildings like that, bro. It's very weird. Very weird. No English at all.
All right, last thing before we get out of here. That motherfucker Anthony Davis going crazy to start the season. He going crazy. That motherfucker trying to make it. He trying to make it to the show.
I ain't crapped out.
He going crazy. Him, the 2 people I've seen just off me doing prospects have been going crazy. Anthony Davis been going crazy, and Norman Powell from the Clippers. He been on I bet he'd have been 20 plus points per game every game this season so far. So
Braun, he be hitting over every time. Brown from the Nuggets, a white boy.
Yeah, Braun been hitting. Yeah,
he hit every
Christian
time.
Brown or some shit. Yeah, he been hitting.
Yeah, Chet was hitting for a little bit, but he got hurt. I like Shea.
But I ain't even talking about Davis hitting like as far as prospect. I'm just talking about like
they going crazy
the game. Like he's just been like they said this is the first time in 2K history there's ever been anybody ranked over LeBron on his team. Every team he's ever been on, he's always been the highest ranked. And now I think AD in the update is like 96 and LeBron's 95.
Congratulations, AD. LeBron in years fucking 20.
You passed him, buddy.
What an accomplishment.
That's like Jake Paul beating Mike Tyson. Congrats. You beat him when he's 60 years old. You got him. You
barely beat him, nigga. You probably like
he's
3.
LeBron right now. Look at LeBron. Look, LeBron is 40 years old, 32 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists. Like, come. He's 40 years old, still going crazy. I know Bryce looked the hate. Just when I talk about Kendrick, the hate just starts seeping out the brain.
I was smiling.
Because it was like that smile, like I fucking hate LeBron. I love Jordan.
I was giving him a compliment. I literally said AD probably only 3 points better than LeBron as far as ratings.
Shout out to they said someone in the chat on the streamies. Jordan at 40 was struggling to pee. LeBron out here going crazy.
That's crazy.
That's real. Longevity is greatness. So salute to LeBron James, the greatest athlete of all time. I don't care about that. We don't care. He's the greatest athlete. I didn't say he's the greatest winner. He's the greatest athlete.
Who cares if you ain't putting them to use?
He got 4, so it ain't like he scrub ass. He ain't got nothing.
I used to love Nadal, but Federer the truth. I used to love Peyton Manning, but Brady is that guy.
Nah, Brady, just even like the Chiefs right now, they were getting lucky. Referee call a play. Let's be honest, Brady, it ain't even Brady. It's Vinatieri. If he didn't have Vinatieri, it wouldn't be. We ain't talking about Brady right now. Come on, he went 3. What if Vinatieri win 3 of them for him or some shit like that? And then one, he got lucky. The defense got a pick. Like it's a lot of lucky shit Tom Brady was getting away with. He won. There's a lot of Shit
The
that
fact
could
you
have went
brought
either
up
way.
Vinatieri, I don't got no arguments. That shit is utterly hilarious to me because that nigga was saving the fuck out
Vinatieri
of
was
him.
saving them motherfuckers them kicks, boy.
And a lot of niggas don't talk about that shit. I haven't heard that take in a long time. I really don't hear that take often, bro. Like
Because
that
people
shit
don't
made
like
me
the
chuckle.
truth.
That nigga said Vinatieri is the reason. I thought you
Vinatieri
were gonna say Bill Belichick defense.
Nah.
I'm thinking you gonna say like the right game. That nigga said Vinatieri. That
Vinatieri was
nigga
kicking
was
them.
hard though. I ain't gonna lie.
Shut up, boy. We